What the? Yes!
Wow.
Perfect. There we go. Nailed it. Welcome to another exciting edition of The Ravens Flock. It is Saturday, July 20th. We are ending. We're past the halfway point of 2024, and
how?
Because if you don't pay attention to the calendar, time goes by really fast.
Because time flies when you're having fun, and I'm having a lot of fun right now.
Time is a construct.
I think I need like a week of sleep.
I'm not having fun.
A week of sleep wouldn't be so bad.
It would be nice.
Exchange time. Equivalent exchange. You get a week of sleep. I get access to your Genshin accounts.
What are you going to do?
No, bitch,
Are you willing to risk your 5-star flag pools for this?
listen, you can get inside my house? No.
Wait, no, hang on a minute. Angel,
Please,
what would you do with these accounts? What would you do?
Okay, so I would open the account, and I would look at Shiva, and Shiva would look at me. And I would look at her.
She'll attack your face.
And she would look at me. And I'd be like, Shiva, bark if you want me to delete everything here.
Actually, you can't really delete. You actually have to message them.
Oh, I know, I will. I will craft a very expertly written mail to the
Actually,
Chinese
no,
company
because
employer.
you don't have my email, so fuck you.
Yes, I will.
Right. Let's
You
get
don't
off the
have my email
hypotheticals, everybody. Let's get back
Give it to me.
right
$5
into
is
reality.
mine.
And
Give
the
it.
reality
Give it
is
her now.
The Ravens Flock.
Yes!
I'm your host, Jose Casabona. I'm also the host of Wrestle Rewind, and I am the founder, executive producer, and content manager of this channel. And we appreciate all of you tuning in tonight. Now, joining me on the left side here is the host of Los Amigos Play, a man who's good with the sword but can't sneak for shit, Mr. Angel Mendez.
Hello, everyone. Thank you kindly for taking the time to join us today. As usual, it is a pleasure. We have endured through what seems to be half of 2024's increasingly violent rainstorms to make it all the way here. And as usual, it is a joy to talk to you today. I hope that you enjoy this show as much as we enjoy shitting on Juan for fucking up the machinery as we try to make it for you.
Ah, well, you know what?
Listen, it's technology.
Listen, at least
Technology
he knows how to
fucks up.
play a sneaking game.
At least I know how to sneak, bitch.
I know.
You know parry?
Yes,
I learned parry.
that's cool.
Cool.
Have you sneaked into the good graces of your own computer yet?
Yes, I have.
I don't know. She's
You know what it
because
says?
it's old.
It says I'm nearly 10 years old. Replace me.
I was going to say, says the guy who has a hard time getting on the
whispers to
podcast
you.
every Wednesday night.
I have never claimed to be any good at technology.
Okay, then
And that's why we have one.
Yes, I do, because I'm still better at technology.
Oh my god.
God.
He's literally not.
So also joining us on the very far left is Dragon Fang Cosplay.
Hey, guys.
And joining us on the far right, of course, draped in purple, is Zayana Rose Cosplay.
Hi, guys. Yeah, can I just say that, as much as I really love the rain, I don't like driving in it.
Send it here, please. I need more.
Listen, I will take the rain when I'm about to fall asleep because that is the best
Please.
lullaby you'll ever have.
Never when you really wanted to. You don't get that nature ASMR
I just
when you
Yeah.
want the rumbling
Yeah, I know.
of thunder.
We got
and the
soaked going to the
pitter-patter.
car to get down here.
Nature is not fair, kids.
It's
No,
Florida.
it's not.
Yeah, I know.
It's Florida in summer.
It's Florida in summer and it's raining. We're in a subtropic freaking thing. The point is, weather sucks here.
Yes, it
There's
is.
only two weathers in Florida. Hot and wet. And every season that you get, whatever, is some permutation of those two. That's it.
Combination.
Yeah, permutation, combination, whatevs.
Transmutation.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I wish.
Then it's always
And then
hot.
And then you get maybe one cold breeze.
You mean like a week?
In the middle of
mean
a
a cold fart?
No, it's like a cold breeze on the third Tuesday of December, and it just passes you for maybe 15 minutes, and that's our winter.
Yes.
Yeah,
And joining us on our
Little
far right
cold
over
snap.
here, close right over here. Look, you made me you threw me off, Juan. It's the host of the Black Files by Typewriter Reversal Rewind. Amanda puts in the hours behind all the videos on this channel every single week. So, Juan, what's the forecast for the evening?
It's gonna rain.
Mr. Juan
it's
Arao.
gonna rain.
Thank you
Like
for
anything to eat?
want some Campbell's.
How would you like your soup?
Chuck it.
All right, then.
Thank you for that introduction, Jose. Don't you ever forget the Mister.
And folks, like all our other shows, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker. For $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, Give them the forecast. I mean, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers who are in the chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you are here to rescue the Ravens flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism by helping us become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard at trying to make your voice our mission, and to that end, we have succeeded. But the only roadblock that is in our way now is the fact that we have to work 9-to-5 jobs in order to maintain ourselves and not be out on the streets. But you can help us with that with a simple solution. Spread the good word of the Ravens flock. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your frenemies, tell your co-workers, tell your enemies themselves. Tell Dave. Okay, Dave? Hi, Dave. I know you blocked me, you son of a pig. You freaking coward. Just because I call you out on being wrong on Twitter, you block me, you whore? Subscribe to us. Subscribe to us like a man. And then tell me to my face that I'm wrong. This way we can have this kind of intimate interaction with you fine folks. With your help, we can and will succeed. But more importantly, like Aziz been trying to tell us, remember to check that you're still subscribed, because YouTube is kind of fucky. They like to unsubscribe people. They like to silence us. They like to limit the reach because they know they can't handle what we're dishing out, and that's the good shit. You love the good shit, don't you, Dragon Fang?
Everybody loves the good.
Shut up, Angel! I was asking Dragon Fang!
I am the voice of her inner conscience.
Point is, we want to be able to continue doing this hard work. We also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you also get access to us, the Ravens flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. We got Matthew Coburn, Lisa Boo, the Joseph Santos are all in the chat so far. I saw what you did there, Joseph, by the way. Hot and wet. What more could a man ask for? Giggity.
Well, I mean, a man can ask for a lot of things. A man can ask for millions and millions of dollars. A man
Money.
can ask for
Money,
a nice house. And a man can ask for a wonderful love partner in their life.
But can a man ask for peace of mind?
Well, that's a very hard
I mean,
ask.
technically, money can help that.
Listen, that's a very hard ask. A man has to do a lot of hardships. But what they need to ask is, can they get the right energy?
That is a good question, because we do live in a life that takes so much from you and I. The difficulties and the stresses pile up every day. And when you get home and you are tired, or when you're at work and you are tired, or when you're at the gym and you are tired, or when you wake up in the morning and welcome the world into your consciousness and you are tired, you need some energy to get through the day, which is why
When you wake up and you're tired.
Well, which is why the Ravens flock is proud partners of Glitch Energy, the ideal beverage for all geeks and nerds to keep your bodies vitalized and supercharged. And it comes with 0 sugars, 0 calories, 0 carbs, and 0 crash. And while all that is good and fun to know, what's important to us is the flavor. We want something that leaves a long-lasting impression on our tongues. But thankfully, Glitch Energy has got you covered, because if you go into their website, glitchenergy.com, you will see that they have a large selection of different combination flavored blends for their Smart Energy line, and they come out with new flavors every week.
For example, earlier this week, these guys gave us 2 new debut flavors: the Drink Me Potion, inspired by the VR video, by the VR game Down the Rabbit Hole from Alice in Wonderland, which is strawberry snow cone flavored here. Angel.
Hey!
I want it.
Looks yummy.
Need it.
I got no issues with that. And they also came out earlier this week with the Teach iced tea, inspired by the streamer Teach plays. And yeah, it's peach tea, motherfuckers. And it came out, I believe, came out yesterday. So yeah, what are you waiting for? There's no reason to delay.
And they literally just keep coming out with more and more flavors.
They just keep
It's
doing it.
amazing how they do it so far.
Very
they're going to keep
delicious
pumping out different
flavors.
flavors until that company shuts down, because they understand the necessity. Not the necessity for nutrients, or hydrolytes, or electrolytes, or microlights, or mesiolites, or IRS tax form lights. No. The desire for flavor, something that is good for you and that it tastes good, is one of the hardest things to find nowadays. So drink Glitch Energy, because it's good for you and it tastes good. Unlike your insulin, you don't need insulin, you need Glitch.
I need insulin.
That's because
Bad.
you need Glitch.
I do need glitch.
And
Then
folks,
replace it with your insulin.
And folks, if you go onto their website and use our promo code FlockFuel, you'll receive a 20% discount on your order.
And what are you guys waiting for? I know that it's been a hot minute, and we understand that you probably have trepidations, but we wouldn't steer you wrong. We've been using Glitch Energy, and we've been trying it, and we've been going bananas over the flavoring. I really do want them to have some kind of banana flavoring. You see these girls?
My nerdies is all gone. I drank it all.
Oh, they did.
I'm
Wow.
almost
Not
done.
yet, but
Like
That doesn't sound like a bad idea.
every single week, we top off Zayana and Dragonfang with some nerdies for their day. It helps them. It helps them running. It's their favorite flavor. I was begging last night for Glitch to have them send me
Neon sugar.
the neon sugar cotton candy flavor. Yeah, see, the Joseph Santos is right. I took one drink of Glitch and all my traffic violations were reversed. Thanks, Glitch.
Break the law. Drink glitch.
No,
Not break.
just go and buy Glitch.
Just go and buy Glitch
I
legitimately.
never said you had to steal the glitch.
Good point. Well, yeah,
Listen,
no.
we are good,
Do not commit
law-abiding
crimes.
citizens of the U.S. of A. And to protect the laws of this country, we purchase our merchandise legally with legal tender that we obtain through legal means. What happens after that, that's a completely
Now you
different
just
story.
sound suspicious.
All right. And we would like to thank Glitch Energy for partnering with
okay.
the Ravens flock. We thank you very, very much.
You made a very legal mistake.
Oh my gosh!
My name is Saul.
It's Saul Goodman. Oh no.
All right, now, folks, let's take a minute to talk about. Let's talk about Disney World for a second, because
Disney World!
in short, Disney World
Are we
is.
going to Disney World?
We're going to Disney World! We're going to Disney World!
This we're going to Disney. We're going to Disney. We're going to Disney.
So, if you can't tell by the reaction of these folks, yeah, no, who wouldn't be excited about going into Disney World?
We haven't
To put
been
it
there
in
for a while.
simple terms-
Disney World.
We haven't been there for a while. Disney World.
To put it in simple terms, it's one of the biggest, largest theme park attractions in the state of Florida.
In the world.
The entire world.
And to think that the freaking theme parks are only a piece of the conglomerate that is the Walt Disney Company.
To speak a little anecdotal for a moment, me and Juan, we actually went to Disney World
One time
back in 2003 when we were young teenagers, and it was no. Listen, it was
a long time ago.
It was a very long time ago, and it was a lot of fun. We got onto a lot of rides.
Fun my farts! You were all running around and I had to play chaperone while our mom and her boyfriend was running around doing God knows what. You guys had fun. I got my first gray hair there.
You had to be an adult.
I had to be an adult.
But you got on some rides.
No, I didn't.
Unfortunately, Juan was carrying the no phone allowed sign that day.
Unfortunately, yeah.
My bad. I'm sorry.
No, this is the part where you rub it in his face.
No, I mean, I'm not gonna do
No.
I live with him.
Sibling rivalry is off screen, not on screen.
Y'all are cruel.
That being said, though, I don't actually remember the rides myself. I mostly remember the food. Those funnels.
Space Mountain,
Yeah.
Space Mountain, Space Mountain,
need-
Space Mountain.
Space Mountain.
But yeah. So
spam.
So yes, Disney World. It's awesome. Folks love it. They go there every year, every day, whenever they can, and they have a wonderful time.
It's a good time for the whole family, but mostly for the children, because shit is getting really expensive lately.
Yeah, it is getting really expensive, and lately, without getting too much into detail, a lot of the recent practices of Disney World and the theme parks is
It's not just the theme parks. It's the practices of the entire Walt Disney Corporation.
Walt Disney Corporation have not exactly been good in the public eye.
It doesn't help that they haven't produced.
now what happened?
They haven't actually exactly put out product recently. Not just for the theme park, but the fact that many of their recent movie projects have been, for lack of a better term, very lackluster. Their 100-year anniversary movie, Wish, had so much material cut out of it that it got beaten by an Adam Sandler musical.
Wasn't it also like rushed?
It was rushed to shit. It looks incomplete. Some of those walls had PS1 textures.
You gotta let these things bake in the oven. You can't
let
just
them
rush
cook.
it.
Listen, it was the 100th anniversary. We have Chris Pine on the recording booth.
Then maybe
right
they
away,
should have
5 minutes.
started like way back then.
Maybe they should have.
Or maybe they just need some sort of divine intervention, some outside force to shake things up and actually get them to wake the hell up, you know?
That's usually how wars start, though.
You think that was... Well, I mean...
Zay, do you know that World War II was started over telegraph poles?
Yeah. But more importantly, we're no longer in 1940-something. No, we are...
30-something.
No, we're in 2024. We don't use telegraph poles. We use computer hacking technology.
We are an advanced civilization. The wars don't start with bullets. They start with key clacks.
10100s.
Hacking noises.
So let's go ahead and get into it. If you can't tell by the thumbnail, which, by the way, thank you, folks, for the compliment. Like, that was really clever.
This is not a lie. I wish we could make this shit up.
Wait. Are they the same ones that hacked the other thing?
Different.
Actually, no. These are different.
Okay.
Different
Okay.
ones, and we're going to get into it. So,
Gotta say, they're busy then.
I'll help differentiate the guys. So.
in an article provided to us by PC Gamer, we have some interesting news.
Y'all are gonna love this horse
Interesting
shit.
is not the word I would use.
On the Black Files, we already talked about how one group of furries hacked into Project 2025.
No, they hacked the Heritage Foundation,
They hacked the
which
Heritage
wrote
Foundation.
Project 2025. And they actually, there was actually evidence in there that a lot of the feedback of Project 2025 was being handed to the Heritage Foundation by Chinese intelligence agents.
Which,
That would certainly explain why some of those laws were so outlandish that they made no sense.
and now,
Wow.
the furries have struck again.
Maybe we should have exterminated them all when we had the chance.
No,
No.
Angel.
Angel, no.
Angel, the furries are on our side.
Are you
They are our
sure?
allies.
Yes.
They are.
Okay.
A furry hacktivist group has breached Disney and has leaked 1.1 terabytes of data and says it's because Club Penguin
Okay.
shut down.
When did Club Penguin actually shut down?
The actual shutdown of Club Penguin, which, by the way, folks, is a
was
kids-only
fun.
Disney MMORPG and online game.
Used to be obsessed with.
No, but
Club
it was a really fun
It-
game.
It shut down officially, I believe it was 2017 or 2018.
Live research over there?
I am
Yes,
doing live
Angel's
research.
doing live research.
It was shut down with over 330 million accounts,
Yep.
played in over 190 countries. It ended on March 30th, 2017.
Okay, so yes, over 7 years ago, the Club Penguin
Oh,
video
man.
game, online game, shut down. Yeah, they're avenging a penguin. These people are truly evil.
Yes,
No, they're
Disney is
avenging a
back.
club of penguins. The Joseph Santos.
Listen, they are honoring the memory of Grape Coon.
Of what? 300 million people.
He was a true hero. He was a real patriot, and he was just like me for real, for real. So do not tarnish on his legacy.
Folks, if
Ban
you
this
don't,
person.
no, folks. By the way, if you don't know who Grape Coon is, I'll type the name out. Look him up. It's such a sweet and sad story too.
It is a story of bitterness and true love. But now there is no more love we're making. Now it's time to talk about the furries and what they did
All
with
right, let's
Disney.
get back over to the article. So,
Article comes by way of Rich Stanton, published yesterday.
all right, so here we go. So Disney has suffered a massive leak of employee and company information after hackers claimed one of its software managers was the victim of a Trojan horse malware attack. A whopping 1.1 terabytes of data has been leaked online, including personal information and details of unannounced products, including video games, and the hackers say they're furries and cite the shutdown of Club Penguin in March 2017 as justification.
They were cooking this revenge for 7 years.
7 long years.
Okay, the only thing
This
I have
is the
to
longest
say
team death match I ever saw. in
is
my life.
we shouldn't really be taking out on the employees because the employees have to do what the managers say. So
They shouldn't have leaked their personal information. But everybody
Yeah,
else is fair game. I'm
yeah,
just kidding.
that's one thing. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, like the crazy thing is that according to the intel that came out of this, you guys are gonna love this. Okay, actually get this, folks. This is the funniest fucking part.
Oh, dear God.
The so-called hacktivist group is called Null Bulge.
Let's stop for a moment to let that sink in.
Soak it
Oh
in.
my lord.
Soak in the name, people. Null Bulge.
Guess they don't
Admire the
use
shape.
guys. I guess they don't use a dancer's vault.
No.
No, they don't. They are very they are very
Wait.
proud.
No, wait. When you think about it, nullifying a bulge is what a dancer's cup does. So
Okay, I think you're right. Zay,
So
I
they
think
are
you were
the
left.
dancers.
Okay.
Jose, I think you were left without words so much that you had to take your glasses
Okay,
off.
do
Man,
not
it's done.
Google the word. Do
just
not
started.
Google that
Please get
word.
back
They
to your
say.
senses.
Jose, snap out of it. Remember, the furries are on our side.
Yeah, no.
I'm not
I
sure
just
if I
wish they
want
would have
them to
picked a
be
better
a-
name, but go on.
Nope.
Do not Google it. Do not Google it. They
was
say.
either,
Let me do you a favor,
It was
don't
either
go-
no bulge or hard shaft. We have to go with
Yeah.
one.
No,
or the
let's see. It's one of those fan art terms referring to a prominent groinal bulge that usually has a giant lock illustration
Yeah.
on it. Null Bulge describes itself as, quote, a hacktivist group protecting artists' rights to ensuring fair compensation for their work. And the statement of intent is accompanied by a very NSFW image of a lion, which emphasizes the beast package.
Wait a second.
I have never once heard of this.
Isn't
This is
the
the
package
first.
like retracted inside, like most cats?
Yeah. So this one is extremely well endowed. It is a lion after all. It's
They also. I'm keeping this away from the. They're also.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Wow,
I've
think of the
seen it on
butterfly
biology
effect I would
books.
have had today if I picked that particular line instead of the one I used for the thumbnail.
No, that was. You should have picked the whole image then, just to fuck with it.
No.
The group lists a bunch of things that it says makes Target fair game. These include crypto promotions, which have been talked about, artwork, any form of theft, and generally anything to do with creator compensation. Disney, of course, is right in the middle of the rights around AI use, whether that's CEO Bob Iger's outspoken opposition of the SAG-AFTRA strike fighting for AI regulation and opposing artificial likeness of actors and their voices, or their use of AI tech in the creation of upcoming projects. This, sadly, is fairly correct.
Yeah,
Bob Iger
I
has
agree
gone on
with that,
record
yeah.
basically saying that Disney has no scruples. If they get the chance to, they can and they will use anything to get their hands on as much art as possible
They got
without
the
actually
money.
paying for it.
The thing is, I'm sorry, but even as cool as some AI things look, it's
You
still
can still tell
terrible.
It's made for shit posting for a reason.
Well, also
It
remember,
really is.
AI has literally been copying itself now, and now it's getting even worse.
So now the images are looking more,
Oh,
Sir, the AI is improving.
let me give you an example. I don't have a link to it, but there was like an AI thing of these models coming down the wrong way, and some of them had like things to represent like elements. So one had like fire, looked really freaking cool. You could tell it was AI, but it was really cool.
Yeah.
And then one came up and it looked like it was flowing water. And then she did a turn. It cut the turn.
Oh, God.
And
Oh, my goodness.
so instead of seeing the back, you see her front and she's walking backwards. I'm like,
Oh my
okay,
goodness.
you can have better practical effects that do that
Yeah.
and not have it AI.
I saw an AI work of a dragon and gorgeous effects, and then you see 7 legs, and then the head was actually on the opposite side, breathing fire, going this way,
My
and I'm
per-
like, oh, yeah, that's totally AI
My
art.
personal favorite is how quickly
Ooh.
porn sites picked up AI and how horrible
Yes.
it looks. They try to show you a model of what looks like a naked woman, and then suddenly she becomes pure body and deforms
Yes.
into this
Ah!
lower abomination with
Yes.
tits.
Did you
No.
see AI ballerinas?
Yes.
That was terrifying.
That was the ugliest thing
I
I've ever
actually
witnessed
would
in my
suggest
life.
you guys looking that up because it was very creepy.
Honestly, you know what AI is good for? 2 things: comedy and shit posting.
Well,
My
yeah.
personal favorite is a celebrity duel tournament where they literally take AI to imitate the voices of celebrities and put them in this big Yu-Gi-Oh tournament to save the world. And my personal favorite is that they had fucking Chris Pratt fighting Ice Cube. And Ice Cube literally wrapped summoning the Winged Dragon of Ra.
Oh
What the
my
fuck?
God.
It was so fucking
Talking about
good.
AI.
We're talking about AI, but getting back to the
Also,
article.
guess what Chris Pratt's character is using?
What?
Photons, because Star-Lord.
So getting back to the article, there's a statement. This is a statement from Knowbridge. They stated, and I quote: "Our hacks are not those of malice, but those to punish those caught stealing. Big and small theft meet the same fate." Big talk, but on the occasion at least, it's been backed up. We'll come to how it happens shortly, but after dropping various hints in some of the minor leaks, Knowbridge released all the data that is stolen from.
Are you
Disney.
really saying no bridge?
He doesn't want to say
No
that.
No bulge.
Bulge.
No bulge.
No, look at how the okay.
No
sorry,
budge.
for the record, the guy keeps misspelling their name.
Wow.
Sorry.
Spell check, guy.
No bulge, no budge.
Hi there, folks. It's us again.
That's their announcement.
There's their statement. Yep. Yesterday, we leaked some small DB. Now we leaked the big guns. 1.1 terabytes of data, almost 10,000 channels, every message and file possible dumped. Unreleased projects, raw images and code, some logins, links to internal API/web pages, and more. Have fun sifting through it. There is a lot more. Perfect for gathering intelligence and more.
They took information should be free to a whole new goddamn level.
Bet they never imagined taking down Club Penguin servers would cause this much shite.
Listen, the pool was closed and so was their hearts.
Okay, you guys are gonna love this, and this is the horse shit of it all. So how did this happen? A classic piece of Trojan horse malware that apparently was packaged up with a mod for Beam NG, which is a popular game on Steam, often seen in social media clips as basically about all kinds of vehicle physics and crashing things.
Wow.
This mod was downloaded by a Disney manager of software development on their personal computer, which also had access to Disney's Slack channels.
I use Slack at my work.
Wait. If it's their personal computer, they really should not have
they
that
shouldn't
on their
have
personal
any.
computer. It should be on a work computer only.
Yeah, so
it
this
should
was
be
clearly a case
just
of
on
human error and taking.
Ooh, they're
like
gonna
many
get in
hacks in
trouble.
real life, this happens by taking advantage of somebody who is not following the rules. There is a reason why my job is fairly lenient on letting me use the internet browser, but it's very clear on never downloading anything because you never know. And even if it wasn't just entertainment, there is very important personal information there that got flying out. So in this case, yeah, the dude left up. First off, downloading mysterious malware, and second, keeping work important related information and chat apps on your personal computer, my man.
Yeah.
No, you're working for Disney.
That is a
They're gonna
big
kill you,
step.
dog. I'm gonna fuck you up, buddy. I'm gonna snap your necks like twins, you son
What's
of a
even
bitch.
crazier? No, he didn't download the malware on purpose.
No, he downloaded the game.
No, he downloaded a mod for a game, and that mod happened to have been one that these guys have been watching, and they're like, okay, here's how we can get in.
Be careful
Click.
with the mods you put.
Here you go. Enjoy. Okay, cool. Thanks. I'm gonna download this mod for my game. Boop.
Here's the thing. Usually, mod places they tend to scan
They're
those
fairly-
things. So, I guess some people are getting lazy on scanning them,
Either that or they work for the mod place in the first place.
or it could be in a more dirty, gritty mod place.
It's one of
Giggity.
those mods. It's a
Yeah.
Skyrim mod. Everybody has tits now for some reason.
All right, hang on
Even
a
the
minute.
giants, especially.
Let's look at the chat over here. Let's see here.
Coburn.
Matthew Coburn. Last I went to Disney World was 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Ride was there.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. No Bulge is what guys call Ron DeSantis in prison.
Shots fired. Damn.
Thank you, the Joseph Santos, because fuck that midget. Do these models have no bulges? God
They
dang it.
definitely do.
Oh, see, Lisa Boo, she's got the right sane reactions like, nope, I'm not doing it.
Oh, yes, you are. Getting here. You are not escaping the
These
gravitational
bottles
power of
have
the
no
noble.
bulge.
Small DP. Oh, God. Yeah, small DB. If this was a movie, that much data is barely an uncompressed as a movie. Yeah.
But that's all it takes.
Yeah, that's all it takes. That's all it is. You guys are going to fucking love this.
Remember,
Okay, so.
it's all words and letters and images, but sometimes that's all it needs to be because Disney has developed, they have done a very good job on screwing up their own reputation. And this essentially just works to show that not only is their reputation in shambles, their actual business making is somewhat falling apart, and not even their cybersecurity is up to date because the managers don't give a shit. They're just downloading whatever they want. Don't look at that dude's search history. You hit the letter X, and the fucking autofill is gonna put out a whole page for you.
Oh, my God.
And
That's
trust me, I'm not talking about Twitter.
No, believe me, he's not. Let's see here. Once the hacking group was in, it perpetrated a second hack on the same employee
Hacks within hacks.
through an unknown method and began downloading everything it could. The Disney employee eventually noticed and managed to block further access, but only after all of the above data has been stolen.
Wow. So
Wait, I want to know how long it took for him to notice,
Yeah.
or him or her.
To a double hack and a proxy connection, it takes a while to download a 1.1 terabyte amount of
Yeah,
data.
that's
So,
a lot of data.
at the very least, a few hours.
yeah. So
My dude was really enticed with that mod, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh my God. The grim element of this is the human side. This employee who was successfully targeted will undoubtedly face serious professional consequences, and in an extremely unpleasant move, the hacker group went out of their way to publicly name the
Okay.
victim
Wait,
and
no.
release other
Come on.
personal.
No,
Okay,
no.
that's crossing the line.
Now
That
you
is
fucked
crossing
up.
the line.
Yeah.
That is so rude.
You are now the villain of this story, my man.
That is so rude, guys. Come on, man.
The group has obtained and released a huge amount of personal data and information of
not
other
those
Disney
people.
employees. This is where the hacktivism gets a bit queasy, to my taste anyway. We can talk all day about Disney as
Scroll down.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
A corporate or cultural entity, its role in media landscape, what it does well and what it does terribly, and what to be held accountable for. Disney's influence and size makes it a target for such groups. But when the crosshairs start falling on the lives and individuals who happen to work at Disney, who in most cases will be nowhere near the executive level where those decisions are made, it rather invalidates the wider ethical point that the hacktivist group, which is, like the bulge was swinging too much. It was hitting people that didn't want to be part of this party.
It's like you shouldn't be releasing the names or any other personal information of those people.
At the very least, remove the information of those workers.
Yeah, exactly. Like we already have a hard time with assholes doxing each other on social media.
Yeah,
like releasing public information of the people's names and where they live and all that stuff. Like
being doxxed myself.
Yeah,
that's where the support. That's where the support for the furries ends.
Exactly. You cannot claim justice when you're dragging innocent
and then
people
you do something that pretty much bullies do. Then
exactly.
Yeah. No.
Like, listen, whatever beef you got with Bob Iger, please don't take it off on the secretary who's serving him coffee 5 minutes from now. She didn't do anything to deserve this shit.
Please don't dox people.
No way. She's serving the wrong coffee. She's going to hell now.
No, god dang it. Let's see. Does society make it such group when the crosshairs are falling on the life of individuals who happen to work at Disney? It's who in almost all cases will be nowhere near the executive level decisions you have the hackers groups to make. The idea of Disney being caught with its cyber trousers down is, I will admit, somewhat amusing. But the idea of potential real life consequences for individuals who just happen to work for the company is not. This gets to a wider point about null bulge. Which is a group's branding and claim it should not have taken at face value. Hacktivism is a convenient justification. The furry links may well be a red herring, and it may just be one person rather than a team. InfoSec professionals particularly doubt the group's claims of Russian origin.
Bullshit.
While elsewhere online, internet sleuths are claiming to have identified the individuals responsible. As you can imagine, null bulge says various online accounts have been swiftly nuked by Disney lawyers.
Destroyed.
And the leak is no longer easily available. It apparently includes data going back to 2019, including enormous amounts of internal communications, notes on employees and prospective employees, and presumably null bulge's greatest prize, photographs of employees' dogs.
Wait, why?
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 What do the puppies do to you?
You know exactly why.
That's so rude!
You don't want to know. You don't want to ask, but you know.
Again, like,
that's not fair.
So
You're
personal.
personal. You have a cat.
Yeah, well, they were perfectly fine throwing away personal information, so I think I had the right to be honest.
No, but guys, like, I can understand going after the data in the company, but anything that is with it, like the lives of the employees, like their dogs or anything.
What the hell did they do?
You don't need to put that on.
More personal details, that's not
Yeah,
okay.
and those things should have been deleted.
Null bulge sent an online message to the Wall Street Journal saying that it targeted Disney due to how it handles artist contracts, its approach to AI, and its pretty blatant disregard for the consumer. Okay, admittedly, those are true. It is said that the data was released because Disney was not going to respond to its demands. If we said, hello, Disney, we have all your Slack data, they would instantly log down and try to take us out. In a duel, you better fire first.
Okay, can we stop right there? That's just blackmail. And again, if you use that for just the information from them, fine.
You're trying to bully.
Again, like we just said, you should not use anything that doesn't have to do what you're trying to expose.
The revolution should pick its targets for the guillotine slightly more carefully, methinks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Eric Parker, a security researcher that has been following the group's online activities, told the WSJ that he believes that null bulge is not a group, but one individual. He's not doing it for the money. He's doing it for the message.
I think this is an attention-seeking exercise. Oh my god!
Somehow, I don't think you're gonna go this far. Then again, I see what people do on the internet. This is not the first time Disney has been hacked. Disney Plus user data was hacked several years ago, but this is a hack on a different scale. And while the information therein is not currently being disseminated widely, it is out there, which for the company's employees especially must be terrible. Like, dude,
my goodness! Imagine all the employees and their families being affected by this.
Like, Project Info is one thing. Putting people who have nothing to do with this shit is completely different.
I have a question.
Yes.
How the heck did they get the pictures of the dogs? Why were the dog pictures in?
Okay,
Slack chat has a picture upload option. There's plenty of those in Slack. You can put pictures there. So
okay,
most likely put a bunch of pictures.
My guess is
Still.
okay. This is just an educated guess. What do remote employees and their bosses like to do? They like to have
pictures of animals.
Yeah, take
Or
pictures
Discord
of their
chat.
families and friends and stuff.
Look how
Or
cute
contests
Fluffy
of
is.
like who has or
Yeah, they did those before. They have pet contests back at home.
This is just a shot in the dark. This is just a speculation on my part. I'm just guessing, hey, for morale or whatever, let's do Share Your Pet Friday or whatever. Take photos of your pets and we'll all ooh and ah and see how adorable they are. That's how I'm guessing.
They do that at my work. Like a couple of days ago, one of my workers was posting pictures of their dog that gave birth to puppies. It was disgusting. I loved it.
Were they still gooey?
No.
Okay, good.
They were dry.
Good.
Dry puppies.
Good.
This is also not the first time a hacktivist group has claimed to be furries. Last year, the self-described gay furry hackers breached one of the biggest nuclear labs in the US and demanded it begin researching in real-life...
IRL cat girls.
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
Listen, I will admit right now, I would totally be a motherfucking cat.
I'm not saying...
Yes,
I'm
I
not,
would be a dragon.
I'm not saying they were right to do it. I'm saying I understand. Listen, I'm not saying that I agree with Elon Musk. I'm saying I understand his desire for cat girls.
It's not Musk.
Yeah?
No, he's obsessed with that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
What?
Elon Musk fucking loves anime.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
It's fucking win.
He literally says, I want to use my money to start researching cat girls.
Then do it,
Just
you
like,
coward!
oh my God.
You got the
You burned
money.
$44 billion like an idiot on Twitter when you could have been using that on the cat
If
girls!
he can do that, I swear to God, I will forgive him for almost everything.
No,
Almost.
I will not
I will
forgive
not
him.
him for that shitty car. That thing looks terrible.
You know what I will forgive him? What will earn him my forgiveness?
What?
If he sends me $1 billion.
That'd be nice.
I'll just split that amongst the group and we're all straight for life.
$1 for every dumb thing he ever said online. 1 billion.
I think it might be more than 1 billion.
Yeah.
We cannot go too far, otherwise it becomes an issue with too much money and stocks and liquid assets.
Well,
we gotta go within term limits here.
Well, regardless of how we feel about rich assholes like Elon Musk, with the story of Noble hacking into Disney, like, on the one hand, I want to see big corporations get brought down, and Disney is one of the big corporations that's been playing a game of Monopoly for the past, I don't know how many years.
If anybody deserves a piece of home,
They own your childhood.
Mouse.
But on the flip side of that coin, like releasing personal information of people who worked at Disney, like that is not cool. That is a huge privacy and security risk, not just for the employees, but also for their families too.
Yeah, Bob Iger said a lot of dumb shit. I'm pretty sure Johnny working in accounting has nothing to do with this.
Yeah, exactly.
Except Jerry. Fuck Jerry. He stole my lunch.
Fucking Jerry.
Well, I can't, in good faith, 100% fully support what Nobulge did in hacking into Disney.
God damn it. I wonder if they picked that name because they knew nobody would take it seriously. It's killing me.
Wanter, your thoughts?
My thoughts are I want to go back. My bulge. Fucking.
What about your bulge?
Suck it! No.
I am very displeased with this event.
My thoughts are simple. What the fuck, Disney? I want my childhood back. I want to go to Space Mountain.
That'd be nice.
Space Mountain!
That would be good.
Listen, the moment I discover how to smoke
Carousel
turkey legs the way they do, I will
Man,
never
forget
bite there
Space
again.
Mountain. I just want to go to space.
Well, we're going to space.
On the carousel in progress.
Wait, hang on a minute. We're going to space?
We are going to space. We're going back.
The rarest smoke is going to space.
I think I should mention right now I used to want to be an astronaut because I
So
wanted
did
to
I.
go into the space and touch
So did I.
stars.
Yeah.
So did I. My dumbass actually even had a plan of it growing up. Like, okay, astronauts don't just get picked out of willy-nilly. You have to be somewhere in the military. You have to be somewhere in the piloting program. I'll go and join the Air Force. I'll get myself some wings. I will show people that I can fly like a motherfucker. And after 10 or 15 years of that, I'll go into NASA and I'll go into the space shuttle program. And then they shut down the space shuttle program.
Damn it!
And also the fact that my mom didn't want me to join the Air Force because that was when the war in Iraq started heating up.
Better safe than sorry, as they say.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair though, when you go to space, they don't. The stars. You don't touch the stars. The stars touch you with radiation. Lots of it. Do you want to know what a solar flare feels like? No?
you.
Would you like to find out?
I mean, the Fantastic Four found out.
Four felt that.
It didn't go very well for at least one of them, though.
Well, speculation and fantasy is about to become reality because it turns out we are going to get a chance to go back into space, specifically to the moon!
That's right.
Wait, does that mean we're going to the dark side of the moon, boys?
Yes.
We already did that. I don't care for that song that much, to be honest with you.
I took a look at it one time. It had a lot of dead robot bodies. I'm not asking.
Don't worry about those.
And
And aliens.
Don't worry about
And
it.
aliens.
They're alien robot bodies.
Guys, that's the movie where Spock went nuts.
Listen,
Anyways,
don't worry about it. We got top men working on it.
now,
Who exactly?
Top
Top
men.
men. I showed you a picture of Nerve.
Nerve.
Fly
and
me
an
to
article
the...
provided to us by what? Downtown Tampa?
No, that's AccuWeather of all places.
No, they wrote it on Downtown.
AccuWeather.com. The headline reads, NASA ships critical rocket stage to Florida for Artemis 2 mission to the moon.
It's official, guys. The Artemis 2 mission, the Artemis project is well underway, and we're getting ready for Artemis 2, where we're finally going back to the moon.
About time. About damn time.
This is a small little
It looks like a
honorable mention for
giant
us to bring into
cigarette.
the show.
Yeah.
It does. It looks like a giant cigarette.
No, it looks like a cigarette. No, it looks like the fucking cigarette from The Fifth Element, where the filter
Yes.
is longer than the actual thing.
Smoking that moon pack.
No.
How much you want to bet on the other side? There's like a Marlboro brand on it.
No, you remember it in Fifth Element, where they, like, for a day to quit is my goal. Like, okay, well, if you're gonna quit, if you got a fucking giant ass filter, okay.
Sorry, all I remember of the Fifth Element is Chris.
It's
Tucker.
so fucking
Chris
good.
Tucker being the loudest Chris Tucker. You know, I gotta be honest with you.
That's the most Chris that he ever took.
I didn't hate his character. He genuinely fit the seating. He's a flamboyant, loud.
I love him so
He was a DJ.
He has a pompadour. I can't hate on pompadours.
Yep.
Well, let's get back over here. We'll briefly talk.
You're
about
crazy,
this.
Willis. You're crazy.
This is pretty big. This is a report
Actually,
on
it is big. Look at the fucking thing.
Yes.
212 feet long.
This is posted on July 17th.
It's a big ass Tookie.
All right. NASA on Tuesday rolled out from Louisiana a crucial rocket stage on the way to Florida as part of NASA's Artemis 2 mission to send humans on the moon again. The 212-foot long Space Launch System's rocket's core stage was released from NASA's Michaud Assembly Facility in New Orleans in order to travel by barge about 900 miles to Florida's Kennedy Space Center, where NASA recently announced plans to name a building after legendary human computer Dorothy Vaughan and other women involved in the historical Apollo space program ahead of the 55th anniversary of the Apollo 2 moon landing.
Guess when that is,
Apollo
guys?
11. Sorry.
Apollo 11. Guess when
It's
that
only
is?
been 55 years?
That's tomorrow.
Holy shit. Guys, it's only been 15 fucking years. 55 What the hell?
55.
How has it only been that long?
I know, it's so
Humanity-
weird.
Mind blowing.
Humanity advances really. Listen, it went like this. For the first 10,000 years, nothing. Then one caveman went like,
We went monkey.
what if I smack rock against rock? Holy shit, I discover fire. And then 2,000 years later,
More like 5,000.
5,000 years later, we achieved boats. And then they're like, what if boats in the sky? And then we made planes. And then we were like, what if really fast planes? And then we made jets. And then we went like, what if we kill people with those planes?
And then we had World Wars.
And we made bigger, better wars. And then we went, what if we put them on the stars? And then we made space. We literally invented space.
We invented space.
Space didn't exist until I made the word of space.
But yeah, in the 55 years time span between the Apollo 11's launching and now
Landing
now, NASA has
78 years from the first plane to the space shuttle.
oh wow.
78
In less than a
years.
century, we went from planes to super planes to
That
space
is
planes.
crazy, guys.
That's fucking amazing.
Oh, we
These
have to-
guys.
But yeah, we've achieved many feats like in space. You know, we've sent a rover over to Mars. We've built
got-
the International Space Station.
We've
We
got
made telescopes so powerful we can see the fucking pores of the
we
sun.
we have a probe that literally left the solar system.
yeah, and it's still sending signals over our way.
I'm
Like, hey, guys,
surprised that thing lasted so
The recent
long.
one was like, where is my order? I like requested this
requesting
like 20 years
orders.
ago.
It's also like there's also like the
Where is
really
my hoagie sandwich?
no, there's also like the really sad, depressing ones or whatever, where you had like one of the Mars rovers, its power
Yeah.
cell couldn't attach the sun, and
These
so
last words were,
it was
it's going dark.
and what was the thing that they played for the happy birthday song?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
If I recall, every scientist in the project was there for the final recording. Because, hey man, we humanize everything.
It was literally a baby to
We
them.
pack bonded with a rover.
Actually,
we gotta
that's
take over
humans.
Mars so
we
we
pack
can get our
bond with
boy back.
everything. If we
gotta
could, we
colonize
would pack bond with a fucking dinosaur.
We need
Yeah, we
to
would.
colonize Mars so we can get our boy back home.
Okay.
He did his job.
4 letters.
Fulfill his duty.
All right, read my lips. M-A-R-S, Mars, bitches.
Yep.
Yeah, holy shit. And so basically, you guys are gonna love
Well,
what.
guys, you're from Mars anyways. Boys are from Mars,
We
girls
gotta
from
get back
Venus.
to Mars. When I say return to monkey, I mean we gotta go back to Mars.
all right.
Its delivery for the Artemis 2 mission now, quote, signals a shift.
Yeah.
a shift from manufacturing to launch readiness as teams continue to make progress on hardware for all major elements for the future SLS rockets. John Honeycutt, SLS program manager at NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center in Huntsville, Alabama, said Tuesday in a news release. The SLS rocket's core stage, of which Boeing was the project's lead contractor, is the largest NASA has ever produced, according to Federal Space Agency. It reportedly was loaded on giant platforms and slowly pulled down Venus Street to a Mississippi River Gulf Canal loading area where it was put on NASA's Pegasus barge for the trip to Florida. It will provide more than 2 million pounds of fuel thrust for the Orion spacecraft as part of the planned Artemis II crewed mission, which has the goal to fly 4 astronauts back to the moon by the end of next year with the aim to ultimately build a human presence on the lunar satellite in a first return since 1972's Apollo mission. The rocket has 5 major parts to it, the space agency says. It has 2 huge tanks, hold more than 733,000 gallons of super chilled liquid propellant to feed its 4 RS-25 engines, of which NASA in March completed the 9th of 12 scheduled tests as NASA's Stennis Space Center near base St. Louis in Mississippi. Here is going to be our 4 brave heroes. Look at our crew, motherfuckers.
Artemis II crew members Ray Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christine Hammock, Koch, and Jeremy Hansen are expected to be the first crew and the first international crew to reach the moon since 1972.
Holy shit, that's
Look
gonna
upon them. They will touch the stars.
They will touch the star.
You guys are welcome.
Thank you, K-Storm, for this story, by the way.
But yes, we wish them the best of luck, and this actually is a small bright part of the day, you know.
Well, like
What do you mean? This is not optimism. This is defiance. Gravity holds us down. The Earth tells us we belong to her. And you know what we told nature? Fuck you. I'm going to make a missile and shoot people out of this planet just to prove you wrong. This is what the unbeatable spirit of humanity looks like.
Here's the thing.
A giant metal penis thrusting into the firmament.
Haven't you guys
Forever.
ever dreamed about actually like living on the
Yes.
moon or another planet?
Actually, yeah.
absolutely.
Freaking dope.
Like I honestly do hope that eventually we could.
We will.
Well, for one, don't fuck up the Earth.
Yeah.
But 2, also explore the rest of the solar systems.
All we gotta
out
do
there.
is find a way to properly and reliably terraform another planet.
Dragonfang is texting their friends about the Artemis
The
2
moment
mission.
we get there, let me put it this way. There is nothing alive in Mars that we know of. Like, there's not even bacteria. They found
Oh no!
fossils.
Yeah, there's fossilized
At
bacteria.
least they found fossils, so there was
Actually,
life once.
there
it's just not there
might
anymore.
actually be some bacteria in the polar ice caps.
Good, but what that
does,
means,
yeah.
it means 2 things. A, there is nobody there to defy you, and B, it's free real estate. So the second,
No, it's not free real estate anymore. You know why?
Why?
Because the billionaires are going to own it.
Well,
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Even if they try to, guess what? Billionaires can't do shit by themselves. So the second we find a way to terraform that place,
Wait, guys,
It's all
that
over.
means they'll leave Earth. So
yes, fuck off. So
sleep.
either way,
Guys, why don't you go ahead and experiment on being able to breathe Martian
either way,
atmosphere? Please.
either
Go and
way,
breathe it.
we win. Either they go away, or they have no choice but to bring you there because they need people to actually run the business. At the end of the day, millionaires are money bags. No more else beyond that point.
Okay, like basically Artemis 2's mission, the Artemis program's whole mission is we're not just going to the moon to say, hey, we're back on the moon. We're going back to the moon to establish a permanent human presence on the moon.
base.
Yes, a moon base. And what are we going to do with the moon base? Easy. Mars, bitches!
Are
Okay.
y'all forgetting
Yeah.
about the
Mars!
Nothing.
guys?
Red Rocks!
Guys, allow me to interrupt.
Yay!
Are y'all forgetting about the Space Force?
yeah.
What about the Space Force?
What about
There's
Space
nothing
Force?
to fight here.
Yeah, but how
They're
much-
gonna they're
Yeah,
gonna
but
try
that
to
doesn't mean
fight.
that they're not going to have a hand in
You know what?
this.
Fine. Give them their guns so they can stand around intimidately and do nothing while
guys?
the actual scientists do the work.
Guys, you do realize that space wars will become a thing.
Yes.
I mean, I thought it was already a thing.
Oh, it will be.
No. We have world wars down here. Up there, we're gonna have space wars.
Oh yeah, no, it's called Gundam. We do that all the time.
We're gonna have moon
Except
wars.
we're not as advanced as Gundam stuff.
Come on, okay.
We're gonna have
Can we
future
make
moon
Gundams
wars
and
now.
then go to space war?
Listen, we can't even get one to properly walk.
Then
We have to have it on a whole gantry system for it to
Don't
operate.
forget, lower gravity out there means that it'll be easier.
But
to build
are
those
we
things.
there yet with
Not
technology?
yet,
we're
but
not
we're
there
making
yet.
a moon base.
We're building a moon
base.
base.
Okay, but here's the thing.
How long is that gonna
Can we
Longer than we care.
do we have artificial gravity completed yet?
Oh no, we're gonna.
Yeah,
we're
no, but we
working-
need that first.
We're working with the gravity
lead,
we got there.
We're gonna have lead boots of doom while we're on the moon. That way we're not jumping around.
That being said, though, question.
Our muscles
now,
are gone.
Maintaining that
Question,
place
Angel.
is going to be difficult. Logistics-wise, actually keeping the place in one piece. Because the most dangerous thing of the moon is not the fact that it's 90% asbestos. It's the fact that the atmosphere is so thin that meteorites that would normally burn on the atmosphere become deadly bullet showers every couple of weeks. So this project is clearly going to take some time.
Well, why do you think that we haven't had a lot of meteor strikes? Is because the moon took it for us.
Yeah.
Well, that and the fact that whatever gets through.
Y'all people better be thanking the moon, all right? Go and
love you,
thank the moon.
Moon.
We love you, Luna.
Go howl at the moon.
Like,
When we get there, what's important is this. We're making something that will begin a process to something else. This is a starting point. If it succeeds, when it succeeds,
Knock
it will
on wood, hope it
eventually
does.
open a web to other industries and works on the moon that will eventually work on industrializing other locations. After all, people are saying that the future is on asteroid mining before world construction because we need a lot of material and the Earth might genuinely not have enough metals to build all the shit that we need. So to play it safe, we start small. We start on the moon. It's nice and familiar and we know how to get there.
Actually, because there were so many meteorites that have hit
Yeah.
the moon, well, we know meteorites contain a lot of metal
Yeah.
and stuff.
It's
So
raw
there is
material to work
a
with.
lot of raw material
You
up
gotta
there.
start digging for a bit. Now, please don't fuck up the face of the moon. She's beautiful. Don't mess it up. Like,
No, that's what they're going to do.
They're
Don't-
going to.
They're gonna
or
strip
if you're
Have
going
you
to at
seen
least
mining
make-
and
Seen
coal
humanity.
stuff?
Yes.
Have you seen coal mining?
Okay,
It's going to look
at
ugly.
the very least, make the base look suitably ominous. I want to see some tall spires, some fucking
Or-
black masonry, and I want to see a throne inside a building for somebody to
Wait.
sit on and laugh.
So-
maniacally.
Dun, 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 dun,
The
dun.
I
only-
want some motherfucker to go make my monster grow in there.
I have an
I think you're asking a little too much.
I have an issue though, guys.
What's up?
If they start mining stuff and we start adding more and more
People?
weight on the moon, wouldn't that fuck up the gravity and all that stuff? Eventually?
Surprisingly, no. They ran the calculations on this. I saw
They
the
did? Okay.
documentary about it. The amount of force you will need to shift the gravitational weight of the moon is so astronomically high. You are better off putting a moon on top of another moon.
Okay, unless they do like a
As in, it
borehole.
will-
Unless they do a borehole all the way down.
Honestly,
Well,
even
like,
then,
drill a hole straight through the
That's
moon, one
impossible.
into another?
core's too dense.
Yeah, that's true.
And you could, no, they genuinely ran the numbers on this. You could cover the entire moon in civilization, and the weight increase would be so minuscule.
Good.
Nothing would change.
Good.
Like they genuinely ran the numbers on this, and the only way to do this, the only way to move the moon anywhere near enough, is something that is physically impossible by the physics of this universe.
Let's take a look in the chat over here for now,
So that
guys.
one at least we're safe.
Let's see. 212 feet. Who could we send to the moon without an obligation to return them? I vote we send Rihanna. Nah, come on, man.
Please
Rihanna,
don't.
yo, Rihanna has got the Slim Shady seal of approval. We're not sending
Please
her out
remember
to die.
we're supposed to send productive people so they build shit on the moon.
All right, and yes, we do need culture and the arts, and yes, Rihanna is a cultural cornerstone.
But first,
let's not-
create everything up there first, and then send people up there.
Let's see. Mr. Quake is in the chat. Hey up, Mr. Quake. How's it going? Hacking noises. Yep. Technology's running wild. Steve Jobs is proud. Hello, everyone. It's what happens when you don't have the Dark Ages. Yep. Let's see. Mr. Quake.
Yep, he's pretty much saying hi.
Yep. Hi, I'm Jupiter or Pluto. Hi, Matthew.
I'm from Saturn.
La, la, la. They just found elemental sulfur on Mars. Cool. We can do so. We can do
mine
stuff
that.
with sulfur.
If we find a way, but also if we find a way to melt those ice caps and like re-water Mars, we could genuinely bring back their hidden ecosystem.
Yeah.
We could do something incredible with
Yeah.
that.
We need an atmosphere.
Also, we
first.
kind of need that because other planets are not that nice. Like, Jupiter? You know why we can never touch Jupiter?
Because it's a gas giant.
Not just the gas giant.
Gravitational forces.
Yeah.
Not just the forces.
Why?
Do you know the eye of Jupiter?
Yeah.
Yeah, the giant
Yeah.
hurricane.
Yeah.
That is a storm.
Yeah, it's a permanent
That
hurricane.
storm is
Over
the size
500
of our
years old.
whole planet.
Yeah.
I was just about
Yeah.
to say it is our. You can fit
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
planet into
There
it.
are planets that we literally cannot go to because they are so inhospitable that even getting close to them is a death sentence.
However, there is
We gotta
the
work with
Jupiter
this.
Moon
Like
Titan,
Venus?
which
Yes.
is
Like
moon we-
Venus.
oh, that's on Saturn.
Yeah, like
Saturn.
My bad.
We can
Our
work with the
sister planet.
moons.
Yeah.
That being
Yes.
said, though, the birthdays are
You're
going to be a fucking nightmare.
talking moons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Olympus Mons?
No, Olympus Mons is
Europa
the mountain on Mars.
Oh.
Europa is the moon of Jupiter that has actual water oceans
Then we can
under
work
the
with this.
surface. Ganymede and Callisto are probably our best bets for colonization. Callisto specifically. And Titan is Saturn.
Okay.
sweetie.
My bad. I got the two mixed up. They're both
I know.
gas giants. I love you. You don't
So
have
the
to
main
test me.
point
No,
is, first
I'm-
we take over the moon.
Oh, you're at it.
Contributing.
Then we
Thank you for
terraform
contributing.
Mars, and Mars will become basically
Also, there's so
a
many
hub
moons.
of logistics.
There's so many
because,
moons.
guys, we gotta address one very important aspect: food. If we want to make a civilization, a huge chunk of Mars, I mean, Mars is fucking massive, a large part of it will become farmland by default.
The only issue is it's really difficult
gotta
to grow
cultivate
anything
it.
Yeah.
on the Martian soil.
That's
You
what we
gotta
gotta terraform.
Yeah.
cultivate,
'Cause
and that's
they-
going to take
like-
a lot of time.
Well,
That's the-
they've actually been running tests on trying
Yeah.
to find the perfect mix between
composition.
Soil composition.
normal Martian
like
soil
Martian soil.
and soil from Earth to see what
If
is
it
the
can
perfect
meld
ratio.
together and
You know,
see
this
if
will
it
be
actually
easier. All you gotta do is
produces
throw a
stuff.
potato in there.
Yeah, thank you, Matt
no,
Damon.
I believe that's what they were
Throw
trying
a
to do.
single potato on Mars. Within a few years, the entire fucking planet will become a potato farm.
We will have the feast
Listen,
of gods.
listen, potatoes
If
are
it worked
so
for the Irish,
good.
it'll work for us.
Endless spuds.
Endless spuds.
Endless spuds.
Can you
Endless
imagine
spuds.
landing on Mars and just seeing a potato the size of a building and going,
Yum.
"Go, boys, we are good. We're gonna take over the fucking Earth."
They will last for so long, guys.
The amount of things that you could do with potatoes is crazy.
What's his face? We know you're joking, Mr. Quake. You
Mr.
can relax.
Quack, you're fine, dude. Don't worry about it.
He's saying we gotta. Oh, the Joseph says we gotta grow some space balls.
We are the space balls. We are the masters of space.
I bet Tony Stark is.
Hey, man, don't mess with
let's see here.
spaceballs.
Fly me to the moon and let me bathe.
So we have an
upon the
idea what to
stars.
work with here. First, we start on the moon, then we move on to Mars, then we use Mars as basically the agricultural hub of commerce to fund the expeditions to other locations that we can actually take over.
Take over, seriously?
Space Spuds.
Yes.
Let's say, can we make a
Take
Space
this shit
Spuds
over,
t-shirt?
because all of the stars belong
Space
to us.
Spuds.
I mean, we.
I
Can.
know what you could put on the thing.
What?
You have a potato, and then you put on a space helmet on it. Space buds.
Oh no, I was thinking of a big ass potato with like Saturn rings on it, and you have eyes on the potato, and the biggest eye is our flockbird.
You're wrong.
Oh my
You're both
gosh.
wrong.
What?
What do you mean?
We make a potato,
Yeah.
and then
We eat
we
it.
draw my sunglasses on the potato.
Oh my
Perfect.
god.
And then we give it,
Space-
and then we give it
Then we
the
say-
rings.
And then we give
It
the
grows. It grows into a potato that has the Ravens Flock logo on its skin for no reason, like a fucking devil fruit from One Piece,
like a prison tattoo.
like a prison tattoo.
Jesus. Dragon. What's
You
up?
were talking about potatoes?
Yeah. What's up? What's that?
Fertilizing Mars.
Fertilizing Mars. Okay, send me the article so
Yeah.
I can put that up there. We actually
yeah,
got, we're in a little bit of a sidetrack, but it's fine because
a little bit of a side cheek.
no,
was
but this
just
is
a
fun. This is good
I
shit.
know.
After all the listen,
Listen, after all this shit that we have to go
Because
through
I
right
was
now,
actually looking up.
we are
what
excited
could you
about
grow
space
on
and
Mars?
potatoes.
All
look,
right.
we had an octogenarian nearly killed by a soy jack who can't aim. We have another septuagenarian whose brain is turning into butter before our very eyes. And for some fucking how, we have to choose between one of these two, one of whom is a serial rapist, the other one is a serial sniffer, and we have to pick one of these assholes to lead the country. I need good news. We need space spuds.
Well, we
Okay,
do.
who's going to be the president of Mars, though?
That's a very good.
I sent Jay Chappelle.
No, guys, I
Okay.
vote potato. The potato.
You know what?
rules
For the
all.
sake of avoiding rebellions, the president of
what are
Mars
the
needs to be a moldable puppet. So yeah, let's make him a potato.
Potatoes.
Potato man.
President Space Bud.
President Spud.
President Spud.
All right, but
Give me 5 seconds so I can actually get.
what do you mean China versus the U.S.? We will destroy that country if they
yeah, I
touch
was gonna
us.
say let's not get there.
No, we're going there. We gotta make Gundams. Here's the deal. China doesn't like us, but Japan likes us. And Japan doesn't like China. So I'm not saying we have to make Gundams right now. I'm saying we can start easy. Let's start with Pat Labor.
Or like
Pat
Zoids.
Labor.
Zoids.
Oh my God.
Zoids.
This is in the
Do
Mars,
Zoids.
they were
Do the Zoids.
Okay, that's way too much to read.
I want a Liger Zero.
Yeah.
I want a Liger Zero. Let's go Liger Zero.
Let's start making Voltron, then we make Gundams.
Zoids. Zoids.
Then we can go to war.
Okay.
Properly, to war.
Dragon Fang actually went ahead and found an article from Chem Matters from ACS over here. If you guys want to read this on your own time, on your own dime, feel free to do so.
This
That
is
way.
actually a book comparing.
Oh, it's a whole ass book.
For the
Oh
record,
yeah, no, we ain't got time to go through a
That's
whole
too long.
book.
It's
That's
not
too
a
long.
book, but it was. They were comparing it.
It's an essay.
What could have been? What could we do on Mars? And looking at a science fiction book.
yeah.
and also doing like little chemistry shit. And
More importantly, though,
whatnot.
there is one thing they need to aspect that needs to be addressed in the aspect of logistics. Once you make an atmosphere on another planet and the people start living there, the fact that there was fossilized bacteria means that there can be new bacteria. So those humans will have to adapt to the new bacteria of Mars. Now,
Mars viruses.
So if we're lucky,
Mars COVID.
so if we're lucky, we won't have to deal with the red COVID. But
Red COVID.
it also means
The red fever. No, guys, it's the new scarlet fever.
It's the new Scarlet Fever.
this also means, guys, some people that go to Mars might their descendants, if they're
May
born there,
never be able to
they
return
might never
because
be able to return here because their immune systems will be so. Oh shit, we're making quarians.
Oh.
Okay, so I take it back. This is not Gundam. We're gonna make a Mass Effect.
Wait, no, but if they're able to make vaccines and shit,
We'll
I
most
think
likely
the
have to
antibodies, I
distribute
think
some
we'll be
vaccines.
okay. I think we'll be
But
okay.
the moment the physical mutations start showing up, we're not stopping them.
No.
We will get that alien GF one way or another.
yeah. See,
Wait, does
like,
that mean you can actually fucking alien now? Because technically
I mean, they
they're
are
Martians
aliens. They
now.
are born
in
on
a
another
couple
planet.
generations, yeah, we'll be fucking
Born
Martians.
too late to explore the galaxy. Born late enough to know your descendants will get to Kirk.
Your descendants will become aliens, technically.
All right. Well. All right.
Angel
Well,
does have some.
Oh, yeah,
sadness.
this.
Angel, yeah, unfortunately, we do have to turn the excitement around and we make a full 180 because there
Should we
is
do
some.
a disclaimer about that? That
I
overeating
disclaimer.
is
No.
never a good thing.
We need to do it properly.
No, we're not. Okay, disclaimer time. Death.
Juan, give the disclaimer.
That is the disclaimer.
The official obligatory disclaimer: we're not encouraging anyone to follow this person's
I am
footsteps.
actively encouraging you not to follow that person's footsteps.
Do not overeat.
Do not overeat, especially not for entertainment. Please, for love of God. It's not worth it. You're not that important. It will kill you. Please don't do what this idiot person did.
Now, we were talking about space and we're talking about civilizations and colonizing
And
and all
potatoes.
that good shit.
But now it's time to bring things back to Earth.
Alas, too much of a good thing is bad. And in this case, that amount is eating. As according to Entertainment Weekly, a
What?
Chinese
No, what the fuck? That was
entertainment. That's what it's called, the site, the website.
No, there was Dexterdo, Angel.
Oh, Dexterdo in the entertainment
What the
college.
hell?
I don't know. This doesn't seem very entertaining to me. A
fucking-
Chinese
hang on.
mukbang streamer has died live on stream after overeating. Published by Michael Willigam on July the 19th.
Yesterday.
That was yesterday. Now, for those of you who don't know, mukbang is the I don't know. I refuse to call that thing entertainment. Is the online trend of going to on streaming, devouring copious amounts of food for the entertainment of the audience.
Too much food.
I don't know how the
Too
hell
much
this works. Apparently, it was supposed to be like an ASMR that simulates the idea of having dinner with somebody. But at some point, it de-evolved into engaging into gluttonous behavior in consuming as much as possible with deadly results. The funny thing is, many months ago, when we were talking about Nicocaro Avocado and the destruction of his own personal life over this habit,
I used to be a violinist.
I commented, wow, ominous thunder even. Great.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Freaking great. Thanks, Zeus. Appreciate it, homie. So
Thor.
yeah, you know
Thor,
what?
Zeus, they're both.
Thanks, Thor. Thank you, homie. So, point is, I made a joke about this. I mentioned this is not gonna stop until somebody dies. I was hoping it wouldn't get to that point.
Actually, there was another person who died, not with this,
Well,
but
shit.
died eating centipedes.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they died on screen because they ate centipedes.
Well, there was another girl that ate live octopus, and the octopus hung onto her throat with its suckers, and she
yeah.
suffocated her life.
Yeah.
Jeez
Yeah.
Louise.
So this is the third time in a row this has happened. Except
Don't do
this time
things for
it involves
clout.
actual food.
Do not do things for clout
All right,
like
let's
this.
get to the article.
A Chinese streamer known for her mukbang content died on live broadcast on July 14th due to overeating. Pang Xiaoting, a 24-year-old, wow, so young, 24-year-old content creator from China, reported to part in extreme eating challenges when she would consume food for 10 hours
Wait,
straight
what?
without break. What?
No.
Okay,
That's not how this works.
here's the issue with this.
Wow.
Even though people have died, people are still going to keep doing this.
Oh, yeah, they will.
And this is not good.
In one challenge, Xiaoting had consumed multiple meals containing up to 22 pounds of food. At one point, she had already been hospitalized when she suffered a gastric bleeding due to her bad eating habits. So unfortunately, it looks like this was genuinely like a disorder.
Wait, no.
This girl has an eating disorder.
She was discharged and then started it again the next day.
So she was discharged from the hospital and continued to create mukbang content the very next day, even as the fans expressed concern for her. On July the 14th, she was in the middle of a broadcast when she suddenly died. According to Yang Kong, an autopsy revealed that her abdomen was severely deformed and her stomach was found to be full of undigested food. The cause of death was to overeat. Yeah, your body can only produce so much gastric acid, and after a while, you're just putting matter into your body, and
I actually wouldn't have been surprised if her stomach actually imploded.
most likely her lining had already ruptured by that point.
Interest-
Mukbangs consist of creators gorging on plates of food, typically of an unhealthy variety, and while popular, the trend has been proven to be very controversial over the years.
Yes, it has.
Interestingly, Xiao Ting's content was illegal in China. Wow, the one time I agree with China making something illegal. In 2021, the country passed an anti-food waste law that would fine media platforms 100,000 Chinese yuan, around 15,000 USD, for posting content featuring large amounts of eating or overeating. The law was introduced by the Chinese president Xi Jinping.
Thanks,
Called for
Winnie the
food
Pooh.
waste, a distressing problem flaming the country. Why? I wonder who's responsible for that distressing problem.
Free the Uyghurs.
Mukbang content has caused a lot of controversy in other parts of the world. In 2022, PewDiePie
21.
PewDiePie called out YouTuber Nicocaro Fat Ass Avocado for blatantly promoting obesity, which, yeah, he was doing that, on his eating videos. This is sadly not the first time that weight and eating issues have resulted in the death of a Chinese influencer. In 2023, a content creator, Shiwa, died while attempting to lose 200 pounds at a weight loss camp. The user had amassed a following in Douyin, China's version of TikTok, before her death.
Jeez.
Dear God.
But this isn't just a problem. This is sadly a recurring problem.
Yeah, and also with the mukbang content, a lot of people end up actually. It looks like they ate a lot of food, but
they're just
actually they end up pausing it, going out there, going to the bathroom, vomiting all of it out, and then doing it. And that really can
Bulimia
wreck your
Central.
esophagus and your stomach.
Do you know what happens to your teeth when you're constantly
Yes.
mouth-washing acid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's... Oh.
It's
This
rancid.
is genuinely sad.
It's really fucked up. Like, guys, this is no way to fucking live. This is like, okay, number one, as Angel and Jose will all agree, I'm pretty sure we'll all agree, coming from households where we were poor as fuck, and food was a necessity.
Good food was at a premium. Ham was a luxury.
Wasting food in such a manner was considered a sin in our
Yeah.
fucking household growing
You
up.
will clean your plate.
Like, you'll either clean
This
your...
is not a request. Where's the chancla?
Like,
You
I am
will
no-
clean your plate.
Like, I am no longer requesting clean your fucking plate.
You didn't eat that last grain of rice?
but I
your
didn't-
free trial of life has ended.
But I don't like how this tastes. Is there
I
anything
put
else
you
I
in
can
this
eat?
world and I will take you out, eat your goddamn rice and beans.
Like, that's how we were brought up growing up over here. But the crazy fucking part about this is that, like, whenever we mention mukbang, I've got to be the fucking one to
Yeah, it's
tell
clearly
people
a stepping
that
stone.
is a perversion of what mukbang originally was.
It was just eating a normal meal.
It was a
And you just wanted to have company.
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
It was
Over the-
That I can get behind.
Kind of a
But
sad
over the
practice,
years,
but
the
I get
term
it.
mukbang has a thing, and no
the
thanks
mukbang.
to the individuals that we talked about, has garnered a negative connotation.
Unfortunately, there is a reason gluttony is considered a deadly sin. And we got a lot of that deadly part here because it has become essentially an excuse for people with eating disorders to, and I hate to sound like a fucking Saturday morning cartoon villain.
Remember, folks, we're not doctors. We're just people with common sense.
It feels
We are the
like
Ravens
they're
flock,
fighting
and
against-
we're not your dietitian.
Yeah, but also please don't overeat. It feels like an excuse for people with eating disorders to monetize their disorder, which they use as an excuse to continue indulging on their worst principles, and eventually, well, it happens to them. Like, this is genuinely something that is hurting you and your loved ones, because death by obesity is a slow and insidious killer, man. It's like alcoholism, but with grease instead of booze. I can stop eating whenever I want to.
Okay, stop. But I don't
And
want
it
to.
started in 2010.
Yeah, it's been going for a while, unfortunately.
It's just so damn depressing and so disappointing.
God, it really is a fucking mess, people. And like,
Of course, it was fucking South
what was
They
South
eat-
Korea?
They eat a lot of spicy food.
Oh yeah, no, that's where it started.
Yeah.
It's like a challenge.
Yeah,
It's like
it
watching a
started
horror
in the
movie.
2010s.
Yeah, it started up in the 2010s, and that's
Yeah,
where it went.
like-
By the way,
it started
folks,
in
there's the
South Korea.
Dexerto article about it.
During
I
the
forgot to
early
put it up. Sorry.
years of the late 90s and early aughts, the United States actually threw quite a teasy over students vomiting in their bathrooms and basically getting obsessed with being too skinny for their own good. And unfortunately, it also caused people to ignore the fact that the opposite side of the coin is just as harmful. Devouring everything inside with absolutely no sign of stopping, even as you know your body is begging you to cease and desist, results in, well, worst case scenario, you become obese, which has a series of complications later in life that will come bite you when your liver becomes pure fucking foie gras, or you
Ugh.
just die. Like, bro.
Now, see, I can say that if, like, because, we're all foodies. We like
Yeah.
seeing TikToks and Reels and everything with delicious food. Now, If you show someone eating, making the food and then eating it, that's fine.
I mean, it's just food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just
shoveling
shove
stuff in your mouth.
And doing it for
and making noises.
Yeah, that's just
I
pigging out.
can't do that.
It's gross.
It's
Like,
disgusting.
Especially if you're chewing with your mouth open.
I saw.
my God,
nasty.
yes.
Allow me to give you an example of what this is a bad idea. I saw exactly 5 minutes of one Nico Caro avocado video, and those are the only 5 minutes I will ever watch of that individual. I refuse to call that thing a man. That is barely human at this point. It began with a big hot plate, the ones where you put the food to cook, and he dumped what amounts to about 5 pounds of noodles with unhealthy amounts of hot sauce, like the kind that it would make you would take pause with that.
And drag your
How,
fangs.
how much are we talking about?
Do you know how noodles are white? They became black and shiny,
Like
glossy black.
no.
I don't know what combination that was, but that is a level of spice that is clearly unhealthy.
That's really unhealthy for your body.
Yeah, it
No,
turned black.
do you know what that would do? That would fuck up the lining of your intestines.
Well, Nico Caro doesn't care. He can just replace them. And halfway to the noodles, which he shoveled in his mouth like a fucking vacuum cleaner, somebody off screen, their boyfriend, I presume, who is also obese and overweight, pulled out a bucket of burgers and just dumped them on the hot plate. And Nico Caro did not stop. And he just went through the noodles and he started on the burgers. And while he was starting on the burgers, the guy walked in with a bucket of KFC, and I turned off the video at that point because I am not doing it. I'm not putting up with that shit anymore. You know what this looks like? You know those TikTok videos of somebody making a delicious meal and then dumping a bucket of melted cheese on top?
Yes.
It feels like that, but worse.
It reminds no. It reminds me different case. I saw this on a documentary video of former internet personality Shane Dawson in one of his earlier videos. How he would used to try out different foods, like primarily pizzas, and then he wouldn't finish the rest of the food. He would just dump them out.
Wait,
Yeah,
why
he's
would he
wasting-
just talk about the food? Just have it as
Because he's an
leftovers.
asshole.
No, just have it as leftovers.
No, he's an asshole.
Whenever we don't finish all our food, we end up saving it for later.
Unfortunately,
leftovers.
this
It's
is
a
like
thing.
it's like a food commercial. You know, the artist, the actors never eat the food. That food gets dumped, or it's not even food to
That
begin
makes
with.
me really unhappy. We have so many starving people in this world.
Yeah, but we gotta sell those burgers real bad, though.
Going back
Listen,
to the
I
hot
really gotta sell them.
sauce.
Yeah, I don't know
Back
what.
to the hot sauce. I'm the spice queen
Yeah.
of my family. I love spicy food.
I'm the cheese queen.
If you
Yeah.
pour that much in there, it's just pure.
I serve you a
hot
lump of
sauce
coal and
and
gold.
nuts.
That's the thing.
It's
I
just
freaking love pizza.
it's just
I'm
capsaicin.
sorry.
It's just
pizza's
capsaicin
wonderful.
incarnate.
Actually, there is an actual sauce that is capsaicin incarnate. It comes in crystals. You gotta sign a waiver before you
Yeah.
eat it.
Yep.
They sell it in little bottles in Amazon, and it comes in a little bottle with a cap that has a skull on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
They are basically telling you, this is dangerous. You're eating solid pepper spray.
Uh-huh.
Be very careful with this. Also, congratulations to the man who invented the California Reaper. He invented a stronger version called the California X Reaper. Also, yeah, you know how the
Okay,
California Reapers
I
are
gotta
like
try.
rough and wrinkly and red? The California Reaper is green and shiny and glossy. Almost like a forbidden apple.
I'm wondering
eat
if
the
it
forbidden
actually
apple.
has oil on
I'll
it.
eat the forbidden
It's a
apple.
That you could just touch it and then it's
You
just
touch
burning.
it and you just get like a third-degree burn.
I would like to have this pepper.
We're not growing them.
Props to the African long peppers, which are so spicy that in order to use them, you dunk them on the pot, and then they use the remainder of the fruit to ward off elephants.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, to be fair, their noses are pretty sensitive, but still.
But that being said, yeah, no, folks. The biggest takeaway from all this is, of course, please don't eat constantly. Don't eat so much. Listen to your body when your body's telling you to stop, and don't eat for attention. Don't eat for clout. Don't eat for
Eat
likes and reposts.
to enjoy the food.
Like the-
Eat to
okay.
enjoy the
Fill your
flavor.
stomach.
Like the last time we did anything similar to that was when Jose had the Black Whopper from
Oh,
Burger King
yeah.
forever
How
ago.
was it again? Was it decent?
It was
good?
pretty good.
Huh.
It was really
I
good.
hope they bring it back. I want more odd
And
burgers.
also the Mountain Dew Pitch Black. You remember that?
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
Yeah, like Jose's into black food. I don't
Now
get it.
see, there are things
Yeah,
like
like
Once you eat black.
Wow.
no.
I mean, soul food is pretty tasty. I'm just
Now
saying.
see,
Oh, yeah, that's-
there are food challenges, and there are a lot of people who do the food eating contests, but they don't do it all the time. They train themselves right before they do it, and then they do it, and then that's it. They go back to normal eating. That's normal, right?
Yeah.
They don't constantly just shove everything in their mouth. Food challenges are fun to watch just because you're like, Wow, that's
How
a lot
much
of
more can
food.
this person
But
put
you're
away?
not engorging yourself
Yeah.
for hours on end.
You
like pie eating
finish it.
contests or like
Hot dog eating
competitions.
Yeah, like at least A is hot dogs and pies. That is
Yes.
easily available,
Yeah.
easily mass-produced food. You're not exactly starving a third world country.
And don't they donate the whatever
remaining
is
usually get donated to a church? Or
Yeah.
like at least the food
so
is
they
not
don't
being
waste the
thrown
food.
away.
Yeah.
I mix voltage and Baja Blast. Remind me, okay, when you
Mr.
see
That tastes good.
when you see
God.
God, ask him what his face looked like.
No, the thing is, he's not going to see God. He's going to see the giant space koala.
What?
So that's what
Like Joey Chestnut. People who chew with their mouths open should receive community service.
Yeah.
Agreed.
No,
disgusting.
the only
Savor your food.
The
You're
only
right,
time
Lisa
you
Boo.
should be making sound when you're eating is when you're slurping ramen noodles
Yes.
over Japan because it is a compliment.
Also
Compliments
because
to
it
the
cools
chef.
them off. That shit's hot.
That too.
Well, I mean, also it's easier to eat them because
The point is, some foods are meant to be noisy. If I eat a graham cracker, that shit is going to sound like a gunshot in my mouth for a reason. But
Pop Rocks.
exactly.
On
At the end
purpose.
of the day, it boils down to this person is a victim of both clearly an eating disorder and B, a need for attention that caused her to neglect her health. And
Unfortunately,
we just saw a suicide. Like she
It is-
essentially
yeah.
committed suicide
She
in front
went
of
to the
thousands of people.
hospital, got discharged, and
And
went
then
back
went
to
back
it.
to it. This next day.
Yeah, that's
Can you
mental
guys
health
can you
problem
guys
right there.
imagine the nurses and the doctors who literally were with her and then they found
And
out
then
she
find-
died
yeah,
literally the
hearing that
next day?
She
Oh
passed
my
away.
god.
Can you
I'm sorry.
imagine how they would feel?
All I can think about is one doctor who's just sick and tired of working on something going, well, that was a waste of time.
It's more like, God.
Well, usually
Think of the
when
whiplash thing.
so usually when you get discharged,
No,
you
no, no.
have
they
to
ain't
sign
no
a waiver
fetish there.
saying that I'm not going to be doing what the doctors tell me to.
Well, they
Yeah.
decided to not sign the waiver apparently because I gotta be honest with you, if I was a doctor, I would be angry. Like I spend my time and my effort to keep you alive in this world, and then you do and just end yourself doing the exact same thing. That I'd be pissed off, honestly.
Yeah, no,
I'd be
it's that-
genuinely mad.
It's that
It's a
circumstance-
sandcastle syndrome. Sorry.
It's that circumstance that makes it hard to sympathize for the person who
I'd be
ate to
really
death.
disappointed.
I have some sympathy because this is clearly a disorder. She needed mental help.
Yeah, and the
but at the
fact
same
that-
time, that's an adult. Those are her decisions.
and
she
her
made.
fans were even
Unfortunately.
saying, "Hey, we think you should
Hey,
stop."
you're not looking
When
too
you
good.
even have
You
your
need
fans
to
go,
stop.
dude,
Stop!
cease.
You just were in the
Stop.
hospital. You should really stop and
I
just
can
let your body
hear
heal.
your intestines from here. They are screaming in pain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, the autopsy is going to be such a mess. That's the disturbing
Yeah,
part.
because it's undigested food.
Inside her food, there is food that is literally completely untouched because, well, aside from the chewing, because her body wasn't producing acid to dissolve it. Like, it's too much. We have limits. And hey, there is something to be said about breaking your limits as an athlete, but this is not what they had in mind. And all the same, though, we do like to send our condolences to her friends, and her family.
Yes.
At the end of the day, even though she's still responsible, a loss of an innocent life has occurred, and this is genuinely a tragic, very sad event that should have, could have, would have been avoided, but it was not. All we can do is take a lesson from this and learn to do better because, guys, it's your body and it is your choice. But please be aware that your choices will have consequences, and many of them will be deadly if you don't know what you're doing with yourself.
Exactly.
Mainly living in South Korea. What are you doing? Get out of there.
Oh my God. Dude, no. Come on, V. Joseph Sanchez. That's
bro.
I'm not reading that aloud.
I'm not reading that.
Bullshit.
Let's move on.
The,
Wait,
doc-
wait,
the
okay.
doctor will look at God and go, no.
Yeah.
How dare you?
That's so
He's
fucking
kind of broken,
false.
but he is correct.
He's out of line, but he's right. God damn it.
All the same, though.
that's
Okay,
messed up.
serious time, though. We are genuinely sorry this had to happen. It is a shame it had to be like this. Please mind your portions. That's all I'm going to say.
Listen to your body.
Is there any way that we could actually try and revert the mukbang trend to just being what it used to be, where you're having a companion who's eating beside you and having and talking to you?
Oh, it's still around.
Well,
Well, no, but
not
like
as
we should
popular.
stop idolizing the bad mukbang
consumption.
and start turning people towards the good mukbang.
Well, I was going to think of a different phrase to use than mukbang. What phrase would you use differently?
Gluttony. That's what it is, I mean.
I mean, yeah.
And unfortunately, it's not going to stop because you had to remove away an audience that likes to see people destroy themselves on the internet. And sadly, there is way too many of those.
Unfortunately, yeah, the Schadenfreude,
at the end of the day,
we kind of all enjoy, but at the same time, we shouldn't.
Listen, I enjoy Schadenfreude when it's something that a person is doing to screw themselves out of their way. This is still adult people making their own decisions. So ultimately, it's up to them. They are the ones that choose the kind of audience they get. They choose the content they put out. They choose how much money they're going to lose when the medical bills hit.
No,
Listen, if you don't do it for yourself, do it for the fear of the American insurance medical system.
do you really want to fuck with the medical insurance industry? I know you don't. You know how we know?
Do you know who's watching your streams? Your doctors. Your gastronomer is watching. Your gastroenterologist is watching that shit going, please stop paying for my Hawaii vacation.
Hospitals are expensive.
I forgave
Yeah.
you 3 clients ago. Please. My children already have enough money for college. Please stop.
Please. Jesus Christ.
I'm serious. Like, imagine, because when you're a doctor for a gastroenterology and such, at the end of the day, the client still decides what they do. You can only tell them what they should do. Whether they stop or not, that's their business. You know, like...
As long as people watch other people perform on camera, it's not about changing the words. You can't stop this without restricting even the eyes of onlookers.
Now, if it is a
So you gotta ban
popular,
that shit.
if it's a popular streamer, YouTuber who is trying to gather people together who also do the mukbang and like, hey guys, we need this to change. If they start the movement, I really do
could
think
get some
that
traction.
eventually, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a year. Maybe a few years, it will be able to be changed.
Okay, here's an idea. Let's get Mr. Beast to do a video about it.
Actually, I think that
He's
would
one
work.
of the few people that actually gets shit done
Well-
with this massive YouTube
Well,
money.
considering he literally got like how many millions pounds of trash?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He cleaned up a
Yes.
huge chunk of the
Yeah.
ocean.
Yes.
Yay.
Listen,
Yay.
it may not be for an altruistic
He spent
method.
billions of
but he-
dollars doing that. So, hey,
It may
Mr.
not be
Beast,
fully
try
altruistic,
this.
but he gets... Mr. Beast, can you please find a way to destroy the mukbang habits?
It will literally save thousands of
many
lives,
lives.
maybe even millions
Yes.
of lives.
What's more important, saving lives or chasing cool trends?
Apparently,
Okay.
there's one trend that always gets chased around here.
Don't answer that question, bro. What?
Unfortunately, there's one trend that has to continue being chased.
What would that
What
be?
is that?
The line.
The line.
Line.
Oh, no, not the line.
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 Not
goes
again,
up.
boys.
All hail the
Oh
line.
my gosh,
Line goes
boys.
up. All hail the line.
Line
goes
goes
up.
up.
This crap.
All hail the
You'll never
line.
escape the line because no matter how far you go, the line will always
Guys,
chase you.
I'm going to break the line.
How are you going to break the line?
I'm going to buy a line and I'm going to snap it.
No, we're gonna cut it up.
Oh, no. There's no need for that.
Oh,
Is
no.
there, Jose?
No, there isn't. So moving on from one topic about a person consuming too much food onto customers consuming product
Here's
of
the
the
line.
Microsoft variety.
Oh, this is
Here's the
fun.
line. Here's the line. Angel, I believe this is your wonderful cue.
Now, as you fellows know, recently, the boys at Microsoft spent $70 billion to get their hands on a bunch of studios. And then they realized they were not making their money back. Guys, I'm going to tell you something incredible.
Line?
Something that is going to blow your fucking mind.
Line?
Line go
You're going
down?
to be sitting down because I'm going to send in your hair to the back of the auditorium. The line doesn't go up anymore.
Line go down.
Line goes down.
We are in panic
No.
mode as they basically began to shut down several studios, throw away people out the goddamn ship, and basically spewing out babies with the bathwater just to get back their money. And then they finally did what everybody predicted was going to happen, and they increased the price of their Game Pass subscription.
And this is
Their
just
most
this,
popular service.
and this is a standard one. Do they have a premium one?
Oh, you
Oh,
bet your
yes,
ass
they
they
do.
Did that also go up?
Yes.
You bet your ass they did.
Wow.
Everything went up, and predictably, the gamers that were relying on a cheap, easily reliable online service are not happy about the fact that now something else has become impossibly more expensive. According to The Verge, the FTC blasts Microsoft's new degraded Xbox Game Pass standard tier and price increases.
Wait. So
Do they have a reason?
So it
why?
went down.
Like, is there any
but they still
new
increased
stuff?
the.
Oh, the quality went down, but the price went up.
I'm sorry, but if the
Because when you
quality
increase
went
stuff,
down, why am I
means you
paying
can
more
Line.
for
Line.
garbage?
I'm gonna serve you a double quarter pounder with cheese, but it's actually a single quarter with no cheese, and you're gonna pay me double for it now.
Line.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Line.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
It's line.
No
Line.
new service,
Line.
no
Goes
new
up,
things
goes-
added
it goes
in.
up,
Why?
Line,
Like,
the
it
line
goes up, like-
slowly
look,
chugging.
Oh, not
Look,
this
it's-
time
look,
because
look,
line
look,
will
there's a
go
micron that
down.
goes up. No, line went up.
Line-
No.
line is sharply
Up.
going down.
Up.
No.
Line go up.
One,
Line
you're looking at it upside down. It's
Yeah.
actually going down.
No, I'm not.
Yes, it is.
Line-
this is the
Yes,
price.
it is.
Line goes
Going
up
down.
forever.
down.
Juan
Line
is
goes up
just-
forever.
he's just
No,
a
please, no. I'm
shareholder.
begging you. I need the line go
Please,
up
I
forever.
cannot afford another yacht anymore.
Please,
All right.
I need to afford another yacht to park my yacht with the other yacht.
Buy a
My
hat
yacht's
for your
only.
hat.
My yacht is so lonely. It needs another yacht.
Now, this was written by Tom Warren, senior
Yacht
editor and the
babies.
author of Notepad. Please scroll down so we can see what's happening.
Hang on, here
X upon X upon X. The Federal Trade Commission.
Holy
the FCC for you.
You got the feds on your ass. You know
How
this
is it
scumbag.
that you have gotten their ire? You fucked up.
Do you have any? Okay.
I'm so bad.
Guys, I'm not surprised.
Like-
At this point, I'm not surprised.
You gotta
anymore.
understand this. Despite their horrifying and well-earned reputation, the feds don't get involved with any cases. Like, they are willing to turn an eye to a lot of shit as long as it's not actively hurting too many people.
So the fact that
The fact that
they're
you have
getting
the
in this.
federal government go, hold on, give me my frog stomping boots.
Oh my lord.
Basically they done fucked up.
The
They done fucked up
FTC
hard.
has blasted Microsoft's Xbox Game Pass increase in a filing to the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit. Holy
Oh,
shit.
you know they done fucked up.
Okay, this escalated way more than I expected. I'm sorry. I was
Holy
gonna
shit.
wait.
Oh no,
Keep on.
surprise. This is beautiful.
Okay,
Okay.
so Microsoft revealed last week that it's increasing PC Game Pass and Xbox Game Pass Ultimate prices and is planning to launch a new Game Pass standard tier soon without day one access to first-party Xbox games. The FTC calls this new Game Pass standard tier a degraded product because the new Game Pass users won't be able to sign up for the $10.99 Game Pass for console. That seems reasonable, which includes day one game access instead. Xbox Game Pass standard will now be priced to $14.99, and it will not include day one games, but it will include online multiplayer. So they want you to pay more, literally for less.
Wow, that's
that.
rip off.
Okay,
They are ripping you off.
Anybody in their
Hand over fist.
anybody and their mother will tell you, hey, if you're charging me 50% more, you better give me 50% more of my money's worth, motherfucker.
I have
give me that.
never seen a more accurate description. Product degradation.
See, Microsoft's price increase and product degradation combined with Microsoft's reduced investments in output and product quality
It's a
via
fancy way of saying they're not making anything new.
employee layoffs are the hallmarks of a firm exercising market power post-merger. The FTC's fed the filing today. Product degradation, removing the most valuable gains from Microsoft's new service, combined with price increases for existing users, is exactly the kind of consumer harm from the merger the FTC has alleged.
Everybody predicted this was going to happen. This is exactly
Oh
what
yeah,
they said it was going to
definitely.
happen.
Now, the filing is part of an ongoing appeal lodged by the FTC against a district court's decision not to block Microsoft's Activision Blizzard acquisition last year. Microsoft finalized its $68.7 billion deal in October, but the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals still hasn't ruled on the FTC's appeal.
For the
yet.
record, they still haven't made that money back. In fact, they're still losing money from that.
By the way, you see this, guys? You can actually take a look at the documentation on it. It's contributed by Vox.com. So yes, by all means.
I'll be the first to admit that I don't like the heavy hand of the government in messing with people's business, but in this case, we are reaching the Godzilla threshold here because we got a company that spent $70 billion on buying a bunch of IPs and products that they are not using.
And then destroying pretty much
And to
everything.
compensate for having but not needing, they are shunting off workers, shunting off entire studios, and they're still not making their money back.
I'd say the FTC's involvement is warranted.
It's
Warranted,
warranted.
yes.
Oh, by
This
the way,
is the entire purpose of the anti-monopoly laws from back in the steel worker era,
like, bro,
because
there's a
this
reason we
shit
don't like
happened back
monopolies.
then, and they were setting the prices for everybody. Like, oh, well, everybody agreed on this. No, they didn't.
Yeah, everybody looked like they agree on this.
Right?
Oh my god, this is
Incredible.
This is
I'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah,
get to that in a minute.
But this is
Oh,
purely
yeah.
fucking awful.
It is, and the best part is Xbox dogged this great by themselves a long time ago. Their Xbox-like service, now I'm not gonna lie, it's a good service. It was. It had a reasonable price frame, $10 a month, buy an AC. You get day one games, you get quicker access to multiplayer, you get them to download in your console and play day one. It was a damn good business, and that's the problem. It was too good of a model. Because if you have Xbox Live, why should you buy any other Xbox game? They'll give them to you eventually, practically for free. So they basically made a system that was so good, they began to lose money on the system. Combined with the fact that their current IPs and their most well-known games are just not bringing in the money, or failing miserably by default, it means that all the same, they basically made they made their own bed and they sold the entire house so they could lay on it. And now they are paying the consequences. And of course, the customer is going to get screwed because they need to entice you to pay more, but there's nothing to entice you with. I have never seen a company build their own self-destruction so well. It's incredible.
I mean, technically, a
Almost
lot
like
of
they
these,
did it on purpose.
Yeah, a lot of these corporations are literally fucking everything up.
The purpose
But you know,
of
it's
the
not their
system is
fault.
what it does.
Yeah, a lot of these
It's not their fault. It's apparently your fault.
corporations like Microsoft obviously don't feel any qualms in making these terrible business
is my
decisions because they'll do whatever it takes to make sure that their line goes up.
Whatever it
to
takes.
meet to make sure that they meet the bottom dollar.
But then it's other people's fault if line doesn't go up.
No,
Yes.
this is what
It's
happens
the
when you got
consumer's
shareholders.
fault.
Don't forget,
No,
this
it's
is
the
all,
employees.
I know
this is
that.
all at the behest of shareholders, whose job is to just give money and take money back. This is being told and done at the behest of people that had never touched a video game in their lives.
And all they care about is money.
Like-
All they see is green.
They want to line their pocket.
Guys, maybe video games becoming popular wasn't a good thing.
Maybe, but before we get into the next topic here, let me address Santos's comment here, saying Juan yawned on the stream. That's 20 push-ups. I don't know, Juan, you up for it?
Fuck it, right balling.
We're balling. Push-ups on the Ravens
Who
blog.
wants to be in charge and keeping count?
I'll keep count. You can do this, bro. I believe in you.
Oh my goodness, folks! Juan
The
Rouse
glasses
is-
have come
Juan
off.
Rouse is about to do 20 push-ups right now.
And go. 1, 2,
2,
3,
4, 5,
6,
7,
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20! Woo!
Stonk. Way to go, Juan Joe. Excellent work.
Good job, fam.
Have a
So, yeah,
See, I could never do push-ups. You know what I'm really good at? Sit-ups.
I do those at work.
That shit's fun.
They're pretty useful.
Oh no, you guys know what you should do next?
What?
Burpees.
Burpee.
Burpees!
Hey,
Burpees.
burpees are motherfucking awesome.
Did we spill something?
You alright?
No, just the mouse.
Okay.
Okay. Woo!
Okay.
Don't give me a heart attack, man.
The next person that yawns gets to do pistol squats.
Oh God.
You ever seen those? They are brutal, man.
Those are brutal.
But okay, we are done with Xbox for now. Xbox has predictably continued to make mistakes. Nintendo continues to make
continue
games,
to make
and Sony
mistakes.
exists somewhere.
All right. So now let's go ahead and get over to the next article to wrap up the evening.
Let's talk about something nice.
Please say it's gonna be nice news.
Let's
We've
talk-
had
Is it fun
kind of
news?
shitty
Oh
news.
wait!
Fun news.
Before the article, a small addendum. The entire internet fucking exploded 24 hours ago.
Oh
Say
yeah.
that.
Because that literally happened. An update rolled in and several websites just shut down and crashed because it
You're right,
interfered with-
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh.
worldwide.
It was worldwide. Holy shit.
Wait, what was it called again?
Flights had to get canceled.
Yeah. Blue
Uh,
screens of death on
yeah.
Jumbotron screens in New York.
Bank shut down.
everything. Over what was it? A 41 kilobyte update?
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, people said that
All
some
corporations, reached
some
a
of the
halt.
computers literally restarted like 14 times.
Juan, this truly is the end of time.
A lot of people don't understand how delicate the internet is, especially when you have systems trying to work with other systems.
And
at
when
the
they're
same
heavily
time as
reliant on one thing.
hundreds of other- Listen, your entire internet depends on one hillbilly somewhere in San Diego that gets to click a button every 24 hours. If he doesn't do that, your bank dies and explodes.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Allow me to give you a small example of this. Do you guys know Team Fortress 2?
Yes.
What of it?
In Team Fortress 2, if you look in the source code, there is a coconut. There's just a model of a coconut somewhere in the game. If you delete that coconut, TF2 doesn't work anymore. Nobody knows how that works. The actual programmers at Valve have no idea how that works because the person that designed that framework doesn't work there. And when they talked to him, he said, "Oh yeah, I just borrowed some code from somewhere I found written on it like a post-it note." Programmers are
You gotta
insane.
be fucking kidding me.
Programmers are fucking wizards.
So,
and they are
yeah,
working with
protect
arcane
the
magic.
coconut? Protect
Yes.
the coconut.
I
If
don't
you
know, man.
remove, like, there is a lot of delicate systems working on a lot of code that is decades old, and people sometimes don't know how this piece of code is going to work with that piece of code. So sometimes your entire project will just explode because somebody put a 0 instead of a C. It happens.
No, where's a 0 instead of a 0 instead of a letter O?
Yeah, and our boy Murahar made a video about it. You guys can check it out if you want to. It's hilarious, especially the thumbnail because it looks like he did it.
Oh God, should I show them the thumbnail?
Show
I'm
them
not.
Yeah, sure.
Fuck it, why not?
We're not incriminating him.
Now,
No, for the record, Mudahar from Some
a public
Ordinary
videos.
Gamers.
He
He
don't-
is.
look at that.
Okay. Stop it. Pause.
He looked like he was about to start demanding ransom terms.
Right. Hang on.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Okay.
That's a face you can trust.
It looks like it's
Actually,
about
I
to
do trust him.
My boy needs to shave.
Yeah, no, this is Mudahar from Some Ordinary Gamers, and he was running ragged. He was running so much trash talk about this. So yeah,
There, that was the thumbnail right there. My man looked like he was about to start demanding ransom money at that point.
like you have no choice. You have 48 hours if you want
My
your.
family owns all the gas stations. You will give me your money.
Like for real, guys, go ahead and check that out because this was hilarious and horrifying at the same time. Yes, thank you for the push-ups. Mountain climbers, maybe I'll do that. Maybe. Always goes up, sir. Line went up just like the claw. The claw is our master. I wish
The
these idiots sued
claw.
for when gas prices jumped to for no reason.
God, I wish.
Hell, I'm paying $4.71 a pop for gas. That used to be $2.59, and I'm not getting anything new for
You know
it.
what the annoying
Does anyone
thing is?
remember
What
when it
is
was
Toy Slasher,
below-
you remember when he went to Texas?
Yeah, what of
The
it?
prices in Texas are down. They're like half of our prices.
What?
Really?
What?
Yeah, many states
Why?
have lower gas prices. We are getting screwed here.
Well, here's the thing. Do you remember when it was only $1?
Yeah.
Remember
Do you
when
also
we used to be
remember-
a real country?
No, but do
You
you
remember when we had a plague?
No, do you remember when gas
when we
prices
had
only
a
rose
menu that was
when we
actually
had
dollar?
Yeah.
when we had hurricanes?
Yeah.
Well, now it's going to happen when a hurricane comes towards us.
Well, it's a good thing
And
we're
I'm
not.
knocking on wood right
It's a
now.
good thing we won't be driving anywhere then.
Here's the thing: no one's going to be able to afford it. It's already fucking expensive.
Then in that case, they have no choice but to lower
It's
it.
almost $4.
That's the funny
It,
part.
it
though.
was $4 when a hurricane hit.
Yeah, that's the funny part though. If it gets too high, that means they'll have no choice but to lower it because if people can't
Because
afford
no
it,
one can afford
they're
it.
not gonna make money.
Everyone will just stay home.
They're like, okay, I'll just walk. You know what?
Bicycle.
I'm gonna get fucking swole on my buttocks right now. I'm
Wait,
gonna walk all the way to
guys,
Hudson.
bicycling's gonna be a thing.
Oh my god.
Okay, on one hand, if we make every driver into a cyclist, will that make them less or more of assholes? When everybody's a cyclist, then nobody will be.
Well, here's the thing: there's only so fast you can go on a on a bicycle. So
Unless you get one of them motor powered.
But making everyone a cyclist right now is dangerous.
Also,
Why?
Kara,
because of the heat.
if everybody was on a bicycle, at least car crashes would be a lot less harmful.
Yeah.
At worst, they'd be an annoyance.
I mean, then everyone will actually
You'll
have
just
to
have
wear
scraped knees.
helmets.
you know what? That sounds like a good idea.
Scraped knees.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would pay for that. A world where there's nothing but cyclists. Everybody's a douchebag, but almost nobody died on the streets.
Yeah, but then you get the anime Yawamushi pedal.
That sounds even better. Holy shit! I won my.
Wow, I can't believe I put
Guys,
that
this
on
is
my
why I work from home. I don't have to deal with driving.
I want my athletes to last one season in their careers. I want them to be jacked up on so many steroids and they will kill people in the arena with every punch they throw. I want cybernetics. I want monsters.
You want cyberpunk?
Yes.
Angel wants his cybernetic transhumanism right now. He wants his robot geishas.
I want a reason to put a knife in my arm and people go cool knife instead of call the police.
I do BMX. Awesome. I'm glad that you do.
Nice, man. All right,
But-
let's
but
talk about good things.
Yeah,
now.
let's get to the final article because that was a big addendum.
Now, as you know, Bethesda.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it.
Okay.
Let's not talk about Bethesda as a company, otherwise I'll be here all day. Let's talk about the actual workers of the company of Bethesda, who have now shocked the world by doing what they should have done years ago. And according to this article by The Gamer, they have unionized.
About damn time.
Oh,
Excellent.
awesome! So we get to read up on the fallout of the developers from Fallout.
Exactly. Now, mind you, they did try to unionize before, but there was a massive crash and they all deleted themselves from the server, so we had to like reload them and reprogram the entire studio. It was a huge mess. There were bugs everywhere. It was terrible.
I mean, that's also what the state said. So yeah.
Article comes up 13 hours ago by Rhiannon Bevan from The Gamer. All right, go ahead and hit it.
Okay, so Bethesda workers have unionized, with 241 developers organizing in total. That's a nice number. The union is said to have being recognized by Microsoft, making it the first time in the company's history that one of its studios has fully unionized across departments.
Excellent.
Honestly, it's kind of sad that it got to the point that they had to unionize just to get some decent treatment.
But at least they're
But at least now they're doing it.
Yeah.
As per statement by the Communications Workers of America, the union represents the workers from across the studio, including artists, engineers, programmers, and designers. The developers in Bethesda studios of Dallas, Rockville, and Austin now join Bethesda Montreal, which filed for unionization last month. They dropped a statement from one BGS USA.
Yay!
A majority of developers at Bethesda Game Studio, Dallas, Rockville, and Austin are ecstatic to announce the formation of a union with the CWA Union. Together with One Bug USA, we advocate for the betterment of every development of bugs. We want to protect our bugs, setting the new standard for our industry.
Yay!
with bugs in it.
This is
I'm
nice.
sorry, Bethesda having a union called Bugs is fucking killing me. This is the most on-the-nose shit I ever seen in my life.
Now this is
Oh, hold on, real quick. Before we continue, I see Genie Rick in the chat who just dropped
Goodness, thank you.
super sticker!
Hey! Is that a package?
Travel
Present?
bag.
That is a suitcase for traveling in there. Yeah, I do have a Raleigh folder. Awesome, nice. Hi, Gene.
That's awesome.
Transhumanism is our future. You're damn right it is. We need
Hell
that.
yeah! Now, I'll go ahead and read the statement here that was posted by Johnny Brown from the CWA. It says, and I quote, "In a groundbreaking achievement, the dedicated professionals at Bethesda Game Studios have demonstrated
BGS.
that no matter your job title, you too can benefit from having a union. Through securing a protected voice on the job, workers are taking a step forward to negotiating better working conditions, helping to raise standards across the industry."
For the record,
Excellent.
the average game
Good.
programmer gets treated the same way the average animator gets treated in one of those like Chinese studios. Microsoft has not made a public statement on the union at the time of publication, mainly because they want to not show their whole ass. However, the CWA says that the company has recognized the union. So as far as we know, they are willing to work with them. This is legit. This is not the first time developers who work on Bethesda games have organized. But then, they crashed. Previously, ZeniMax QA workers unionized in January 2023, and Bethesda Montreal also filed for union recognition. God, I wish they'd done it earlier before they deleted the entire Deus Ex series from their fucking catalog, you assholes.
Bring it back! This is also not the first time that Microsoft-owned studios found itself at the center of discussions around unionization efforts in the gaming industry. Activision Blizzard workers had also started organizing before the Microsoft
Gee,
acquisition.
I wonder why.
But this was something that the company inherited once the merger went through. At the time, the CWA supported the acquisition, arguing that Activision Blizzard did not, quote, respect its workers' rights to freely and fairly organize a union.
It also didn't respect their rights to not be harassed or to have their breast milk stolen from the fridge.
Right?
It
Gross.
didn't respect a lot of things,
Now, obviously, I am biased. I am pro union if done right and not in a lazy way like what happened in Reddit a few years ago.
When it turns
Right,
into a
seriously.
fucking mafia gang, you mean?
Right? No, seriously. Like, we're union men!
We
alright?
are pro workers because that company is not going to work without Johnny and Jerry and Sarah and Henry and Clara and Maria coming into work. And
You sure we
putting
need
their-
Jerry?
Believe it or not, yes.
Are you sure?
Okay, so
It's probably because Jerry knows how to do the coconut thing.
listen.
Oh man, Jerry knows the code.
Jerry did this thing that kept the machine running, and he actually smoothed out the level to 60 FPS. But if we replace the code Jerry put in there, the entire game is going to crash. The computer is going to burn to the ground.
But Jerry is such a dick!
Yes.
But Jerry does his job.
But he
correctly.
does his job
damn
well.
it.
So as long as he does his job well and he remains professional on his workstation, I don't care about the fact that he kept stealing my lunch because I put Tabasco sauce on that sandwich.
I need it.
So getting back to the
Your
article.
name is not Jerry, I
So
hope.
yeah, things are not looking very good for Microsoft as a whole between Bethesda developers, which by the way, Bethesda is one of the top developing companies that work closely with Microsoft.
Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls,
Elder Scrolls.
Skyrim, Fallout.
Yeah.
Basically, they're one of the most well-known publishers. They're also fairly notorious for their extremely fucking outdated engines.
Yeah, between
And
Bethesda
bugs.
bugs.
And bugs.
Yeah, yeah, between Bethesda's falling out with the workers' union and Microsoft shooting themselves in the foot with the price increase for the Game Pass. Yeah, no, it's let's just say Bill Gates. Bill Gates.
Greats.
Sorry, Bill
Great.
Gates.
Bill
Is
better off.
Yeah, Bill Gates is better off, and he's just looking at disappointment right now with Microsoft.
To be fair, Microsoft sells a lot more shit than video games. So if their gaming division crashes, they'll still be fine. But at the same time, Guys, I don't think you gotta understand how big this whole thing with Microsoft is. I want you to remember something. When did Microsoft came into the world of gaming?
When 1999 or whatever, when the Xbox came out.
Yeah, around
When the first Xbox came out with
2001,
Halo,
I think.
it literally redefined the face of gaming. It was the first time a fully American corporation went into gaming and they kicked ass. Master Chief is, to this day, one of the most recognized mascots in the history of gaming.
Well, of
November
course.
15, 2001.
Well,
Exactly.
yeah, of course. The first Xbox console was released simultaneously along with Halo.
Exactly. This was the point where America said, you know what, Japan makes some damn good games, we can make good games too. And they showed it. And for many years, Xbox and 360 really did hold the title for one of the most well-known and well-played and most famous and more loving companies ever. People were... Remember the lines for Halos 2 and 3?
Yes.
Remember the lines for Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls? Back in the day, people make fun of him now, but Todd Howard was really well-liked as a charismatic and well-known spokesman. Xbox really was trending high, and to see that they have fallen this far is both incredibly funny and kind of sad. So it's good that at least in Bethesda they are putting an effort to protect their workers. It's just a shame they had to even put an effort to protect them in the first place.
This thing, you will make more money if you actually treat your employees like they are worth it instead of basically
Treating them like
wringing
crap.
out all of their talent and kicking them to the curb.
Nintendo had the
'Cause,
balls.
yeah.
Their CEO purposely took a pay cut because, okay, the Wii sold a lot. The Wii U sold like shit. It was like a complete failure console-wise. And instead of firing his workers, what did Satoru Iwata did? He took a 30% pay cut. Can you imagine any CEO in the world that would purposely lose money to keep their workers?
They wouldn't.
There was only one
I mean,
man
there
who did that.
are a few who actually have done that in the
Yeah,
past.
his name was Henry Ford.
No, I mean, but there's other ones like in smaller businesses and everything that have
but
done
this
that.
is a CEO.
Yeah.
But
Men made of
bigwig
money.
CEOs, like bigwig
If more of them
CEOs,
did
they don't
that,
want to do that.
I think they would be more liked.
Like
Yeah,
they're
would be.
both. He literally went on a statement and going, "I want to keep my workers and programmers with me because if they are gone, it will take forever to like train good workers and programmers
And get
again.
new ones.
I don't want to punish them for the mistakes the company did. I want them to stay with us and keep making
Learn
games."
from your mistakes.
Funny fact
Yes.
is, you know who actually
Learn
learned
from your
that?
mistakes.
Yeah.
I keep mentioning Henry Ford. You know why? Because he was the one responsible for not just introducing 8-hour work days to help his workers. He specifically lobbied to give them more vacation days and higher paychecks. You know why he did that?
Why?
He said, and I quote, "I want my workers to be able to buy the cars they make for me."
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude!
Wancho.
Oh no! Oh no! I was just wanting to say hi to Ben Cruz here is in the chat as well.
Hey! And Genie Rick.
And Genie Rick, of course, we appreciate you guys. We're becoming like Terminators. These of us have no desire to pay for games anymore anyway.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But your prices go up from there.
Like, the current industry is the reason why I pirate every game before I decide to buy it.
Yo-ho.
Now, obviously, this doesn't mean that it's the end for Microsoft. Microsoft
No.
is
It's
too
too
big
big.
of a company to falter so quickly. They're going to continue making money, but this latest blunder, these latest two blunders, no doubt will damage their reputation.
Yeah,
Even
people
more than
remember.
everyone else.
People remember.
Your customers
You
remember.
know what I remember? I remember what they fucking did to Tango Gameworks. The fact that they dissolved the studio right after Hi-Fi Rush won them an award, and they literally went on record saying, "You know what? We need more studios like this, guys. We need more games like this." Anyway, there's the door. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Don't let my foot implant itself on your asshole. Leave. And the fact that he had the cojones to blame Shinji Mikami because he left the studio after he was done with the project. Disgusting.
Now, see, that's also why a lot of people are now doing indie games.
Yeah.
That way, they don't need to answer to higher authorities.
Bro, I'm playing indie games right now that embarrass
and
AAA
I know a lot of these indie games are fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
They take time and they take hard
But
work,
they're
but you can see the
gorgeous.
love they put in them. I'm playing 9 Souls right now. It looks beautiful. Every screen looks like a painting, a Chinese painting, like a good one.
Well, yeah, of course. Like independent game developers have carte blanche to pretty much put whatever they want into video games to expand their creativity because they don't have to do what certain corporations want them to do.
Yeah, you know what's bad about having corpos is the fact that you need them. Fun fact: do you know that there was a remake of the Toxic Avenger?
No.
Do you know that movie's never getting released?
Why?
It couldn't find a proper distributor.
What?
That's right.
What?
And because it's held up by the rights of the studio, bacony. Because it's held. Because it's basically it's held up by a studio. If it was an independent film, it could just be released. But because it's held by the studio, legally it needs a
Distributor.
distributor. Couldn't find one. that movie is complete. It doesn't exist anymore.
Are you so all of that hard work and they can't even
They just flushed.
they
it
can't
down
even
the
put
toilet.
that
They
on
even got fucking
paper.
Peter Dinklage on that thing.
Damn.
Really?
Down
That's
the toilet.
insane.
Peter Dinklage is picky as shit. He
Well,
doesn't
apparently-
do a movie unless he's down with it.
That
Apparently he was down with
really
Toxic Avenger.
sucks.
Yeah, no, so now it doesn't matter if the movie is bad or good. What matters is the fact that it doesn't exist anymore. Mind you, that movie is complete. It's filmed. It's in a disc somewhere on a warehouse, and it will stay there forever.
You know, too
That's
bad
ridiculous.
someone
At least
can't,
on
you
the
know,
right track.
find those discs and everything and
Listen,
release them?
somehow distribute it for Christmas.
Listen, Furry Bulge Sack, whatever the hell your name was.
No bulge.
Thank you. Become active Bulge and actually pull out something good here. Start finding that information. for me.
No, just we need to pray to our lovely moon that maybe she'll release these things into the public's eyes so we can, you know, we can watch shit
God, I
or
wish.
play shit that has not been released.
But
That would be fun. That would be ideal.
alas, we do not live in a perfect world. If we did, I would not have been born. But what's important is that now
Sheesh, dude.
there's a
You
union.
gotta say it like that.
Wow.
There's a union to protect the workers, which is good. There has to be a union to protect the workers, which is bad. Xbox is falling apart. It's hilarious. It's also kind of tragic. I feel bad for the actual game developers who are working there.
And Bethesda's actually working with the union. They're actually
Can
negotiating.
you imagine if the
That's
union
crazy.
deal also has bugs in it? Why is all the text glitching the fuck out? What the hell?
This is paper. Paper doesn't glitch. What the hell?
It's Bethesda brand
But
paper.
maybe
Guys,
you're a video
guys, I'm sorry, we're in a
game now.
simulation.
Oh my
If
god.
you die in Bethesda, you might as well die in real life.
Oh, that's awful.
That's terrible. Y'all are
How
horrible.
dare you? How dare you invoke?
Guys,
order
I'm
I
just
don't like
warning
here.
you. If you see a glitch, walk away from it. Except if you know it's
Oh,
glitch
it's deja
drinks.
vu. What do you mean deja
If it's
vu?
glitch energy, it's okay.
You know,
Exactly.
I
If
saw
it's
that
glitch
cat.
energy,
It's
walk
fine.
towards it.
But
If there is a glitch in the wall, don't.
if you see someone hanging upside down and
if
they're
you
just
see-
doing this,
and if
I think you
see
should
a
walk
cat
away.
And then you see another cat. Get the fuck away because the men in suits are coming for you.
And they will take you away forever.
The agent. Also,
We need Keanu Reeves to save us for Bethesda's glitches.
Fun fact: I pre-ordered his comic book.
Oh, cool.
The 12 issue series Berserker. Apparently, the people told me that it's both very well. It's beautiful art, but the writing is nothing special. And I'm like, okay, let me find out. So I just got Berserker. I'll let you guys know how it is.
Awesome.
Also, he's writing a book now.
Nice. That's good for him.
He's
And-
releasing it tomorrow.
And with that, folks, we have reached the end of our episode. We've reached the end of the program, and we appreciate all of you tuning in tonight. You guys have been great. I do have, actually, I only have one announcement for the month of July.
Okay.
Because on Sunday, July 28th, that's right, folks, at 1 p.m. Eastern, we will be hosting our third quarter annual subathon for this channel. Nerds of the internet, you are all invited. Welcome one, welcome all, because the Ravens flock proudly presents the Formula 11 Subathon. And we will be playing Mario Kart 8
Okay,
Deluxe.
guys, who's currently in the lead?
I don't remember.
My little bro.
Well, guess what?
Choice
He gets a blue shell.
Oh!
Banana peel.
So
And
it
a blue shell.
So it begins. But
Wait,
Running ahead.
Wait, guys.
Insult.
What were the votes? What were the votes?
We're gonna have to get a bigger TV for this.
No.
Yes.
What were the votes for this?
There were
Because
votes.
I know I voted Mario Kart, so
Basically, everyone voted Mario Kart. I was the only one who voted for Smash.
Maybe
it's
next
because
time.
you wanted to
Because
smash.
What would
Better.
you have voted?
Honestly, either one is fine with me, so I want to just flip the coin.
Cart.
Yeah, we're doing Mario
Because
Kart.
Rainbow Road.
Democracy has to
Can
go.
we stop? Can we start on Rainbow Road,
Yes,
please?
please.
Just for the shits and giggles.
Why?
No.
Well,
Because
we'll get there on Sunday, but folks, remember, this is a subathon. It will be streaming exclusively on YouTube, and the goal for the subathon is to get our numbers of subscribers up.
Line. That line can go up. We can
Please.
make that,
Yes.
Can we make that line go up, please?
Yes.
We should.
Yay.
make that
Right now, we're sitting at 1,552 subscribers.
Incredible.
But we
Thank
can
you.
go higher than that.
666.
We deserve to
That'd
go
be
higher.
terrifying.
That would
let's get to
be
666.
very terrifying.
Of course, that means a lot to all of you that taking the time to, join our channel, watch us, whether you come in or don't, doesn't matter. The fact that you are there to listen to us ramble on is much appreciated. So please watch us ramble on as we continue to destroy our friendships, but this time in high speed. It's like Monopoly at 1,000 miles an hour.
Going
Of course-
around at the
of
speed of
course-
sound.
Of course, with the announcement of the Formula 11 Subathon on July 28th, this does mean that next Saturday
Yes.
we will not have an edition of Los Amigos.
That's
Play.
right. On that Saturday, we're just gonna chillax and relax and
Do
will
the
we
Ravens
do Ravens Flock.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do the usual show, but then When do we do the subathon? What time is
Subathon,
it?
1 o'clock.
Sunday, 1 p.m. Like
1
we always.
p.m. until whenever the hell we decided that we don't like each other anymore.
Yes.
So yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're like by the end of the night, I'm gonna go ahead and have the stream link set up. We're gonna share it all week long, and we're daring each and every one of you guys to share the link to the subathon.
Share it to at least 10 people each.
10 people each. We're chain mailing your asses. Surprise, motherfucker!
Hello.
That's right.
I am an Ethiopian prince that has lost everything. I will give you all of my money, but first you have to watch me play Mario Kart.
And you have to share my link with 10 other
My
people.
name is Click, 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 Racist Joke, Click.
Racist
But yes,
jokes.
the 5 of us and Toy Slasher, we're all going to be here on Sunday, July 28th. We're going to be burning rubber and throwing blue shells at each other.
Why? Because we love each
And
other.
banana peels.
And banana
All the
peels.
banana peels.
Potassium.
All the banana peels, all the love.
I respect every Spider-Man here.
Now, that being said, even though we're going to be taking a break next Saturday, we're still going to continue the story of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, aren't
That's
we?
right. We are not done. We have recently, with absolutely no casualties, defeated the Fear.
I mean, technically, guys, we didn't actually kill him. He killed himself.
No, he
He killed himself.
so hard his body could not take it.
He was actually all strung up
That's
on
the
his own
problem.
accord.
Christmas.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
I think that he liked it.
When you're too old and you T-pose too hard, your
And
body
you dislocate
explodes.
your shoulders and crawl up trees.
And dislocate the muscle of your tongue. So
Guys, it was going to happen. His life was hanging on a thread.
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, he hung in there pretty good, I think.
Ah.
And then he exploded. But more importantly, we are making progress in the tale of Metal Gear Solido número 3. We talked to a really angry old man who is going to certainly not do anything that will impact the events in the future.
Don't forget he was drunk.
Drunk.
As fuck.
I mean, he had nice shoes at least.
Yeah, he did.
Nice shoes, but drunk as hell.
Drunk as shit
as
because
fuck.
he was bored and he lived in a world with no TikTok.
I was
So,
surprised that he actually walked in a straight line.
And at what day and time
listen,
can...
he was old and Russian. Russians are built tough.
So,
These
Angel,
are Russians in the 60s. They were built extra tough.
Angel, what day and time can folks watch Los Amigos play?
You may watch Los Amigos play every Saturday at 5:30 p.m.
5 p.m.
Really?
We
Yeah.
started
5!
Oh, that's right. We started. Sorry about that. Every Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, both on YouTube and Kick.
Thank you. All right. And, of course, for any pro wrestling fans out
It's
there,
Metal Gear.
tune into my program, which is Wrestle Rewind, every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, right here at YouTube and Kick, where me and my tag partner, Mr. Wanna Rouse,
touch me!
we review three of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today. That's WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. And on on next week's edition, we'll be reviewing the main event for this year's TNA Wrestling Slammiversary.
Which is, if I'm not mistaken, a 6-man elimination match for the TNA World Title. If I'm
Also,
not-
you are getting Smash Bros. After all.
yeah, and so the bad guy, the champion, Moose, he's defending against
Five other guys.
Nick Nemeth,
Yep.
the walking weapon, Josh Alexander, a Canadian wrestler so badass he makes headgear look terrifying.
That's
That's right.
impressive.
There's
You've
also
got
Frankie Kazarian,
Steve Macklin, and
this wrestler is trending #1 right now. He is
Whoa.
like gone so freaking viral, it's crazy. And all you have to do is say his name.
and he appears.
What's his name?
Well, you gotta believe in Joe Hendry.
Oh my god! But yeah, tune in this Thursday night. It's gonna be fun. But
You girls need to learn to clap along. You're gonna love it. Fuck
need
it.
to learn
I'm gonna teach y'all. I don't care. I don't give a damn.
But before we get to all that, we do have a program on Wednesday nights, don't we?
Do we have to? I'm in the middle of the
Fine,
teaching
I'll
of Joe.
do it. Hang
No, I'm gonna teach them how to clap along to Joe Hendry. I'm gonna teach the world.
See, every now and then Juan becomes more Spanish and he opens
In
a show
one year,
called Los
I'll be
Archivos Negros. En esos archivos él discute los problemas más complicados que vienen de la sesión del tratamiento de cobertura,
Wow, we're really
de lo
gonna-
que parece la parte de la cultura del pop, para decir. Básicamente, nosotros hablamos de un montón de cosas distintas en este programa, pero cuando vienen los archivos negros,
Where's
nos
the
encargamos
subtitles?
de
Where's the
un
subtitles?
solo detalle. Con cirugía precisión, excavamos
I need the
y
subtitles,
nos
guys.
encargamos de cosas que son generalmente más
Where the
difíciles de
subtitles?
escuchar,
I
pero muy
need subtitles.
importantes porque alguien tiene que discutir esos problemas. Y
Okay.
para eso es que el señor Juan está aquí.
That's
Well, thank you for that. Now, Juan, give the English interpretation, please.
Thank you, by the way,
subtitles!
Angel.
You know I'm getting paid double because I'm the bilingual, right?
Yeah, I know.
I'm
But that-
bilingual customer service.
Yeah, but I ain't your company.
I'm sending you the bill.
The bit of it is pretty straightforward. My program, The Black Files, the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock. As you know, on this program, we touch a myriad of different stories in the world of nerd and pop culture, but on The Black Files, we hone in on one story. We cut through it with precision, we cut to the heart of the matter, and we don't hold back our opinions on the subject. This past Wednesday night, your ass went to bed while me, Zayana, and Dragonfang continued dissecting...
Weakling! Guess what? I also had work in the morning. I was up until, 2:30. I went to bed at 3.
Why you gotta put me on the spot like
Because you're the one who went to bed early after we went into detail of two things. Number one, we discussed the attempted assassination on former President Donald Trump, and we also cut into the last part of Project 2025 where we were dissecting it. Section 3. We went in for it piece by fucking piece.
400 pages.
400 fucking pages, people. It was a nightmare. We stayed up.
We broke our brains for you guys.
I know you couldn't do it because you ain't built tough, all right? You need to learn to believe. You know that? But the problem is, we believe over here, Zayana and Dragonfang and I believe that we can tear that fucking thing down. And what's even more funny is that project was also torn down by another set of furries.
You know, you need to believe that you are strong just like us.
You gotta believe.
And the heart of the cards.
Yeah, that too.
Now, Angel, you told me privately, I hate to out you like this, but you told me privately that you read the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I read through the third section.
You read section 3?
I laughed my ass off.
All 400 pages?
No, that's crazy. I was at work. I had stuff to do. But I pulled out the document you guys sent me and I started skimming through it and I'm like,
This is impossible.
There's a lot of contradicting things in there, yeah.
First off, some of these things are too ridiculous, even for the likes of our dumbass presidents, both past and present. And second, some of this stuff genuinely goes against itself. Like, something feels like it's not matching correctly. And then one told me, by the way, the furries hacked it. And I'm like, wait, what?
Can I tell you one contradiction that I saw a lot in there?
Which one did you found?
It was basically, oh yeah, no, we need to regulate all the companies and we have to support the workers. And the other one is, no, we need to, screw the workers. More money. It's like,
so that makes no sense. You cannot protect your workers while increasing company reach.
Exactly.
That's some bullshit. And then Juan told me, yeah, there is a chance that the Chinese may be fucking with this.
And like, no, you know what's really...
See, Jose's getting drowsy now just by us talking about it.
You're gonna love this.
You need some energy.
Angel.
You need some energy.
Angel.
Jose needs some
You're gonna find this hilarious.
What?
Because, for the fact that... China was mentioned in there so many times. China bad, China bad, China bad. We need to stop China. We need to stop trading with China. So the fact that this was really with China is just really weird.
It's a little you know what? The fact that they were trying to say China bad so many times was basically a big red herring. You know, like their flag.
Ha! Point is, you get this kind of in-depth dialogue with us. When we
talk about the hard shit.
Exactly. We talk about the hard shit. We go into the truth of it. We'll have opinions, we'll have disagreements, but at the end of the day, we accept the truth as it is. So if you want to come into the darker side of nerd and pop culture, then request access as we go live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern for the Black Files.
And of course, tune into our main show, the #1 show on our channel, The Ravens Flock, which is every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Kick, where we, the motley crew of nerds, are gathered here to discuss with you the latest news and topics circulating in the world of nerd and geek culture. Whether it's a slow week, a busy week, or even a dead week, and it doesn't matter because we are here and we have our firewall set up just in case if any furries decide to hack our systems.
What are they gonna find? You know what? On second thought, let's not challenge them.
They can't find.
And we'll be here to share with each and every one of you. Not our personal information, though.
No.
And once again, folks, I would like to say thank all of you for tuning in. You guys have been fantastic in the live chat. And we've been doing, and this is awesome for us because we've been doing this since 2013, working hard and staying strong to make
your voice our mission.
Now, with that being said, Juan, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Folks, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of the Ravens Flock, hosted by Jose Casabona, Angel Mendez, Dragonfang Cosplay, Zeon Rose Cosplay, K-Storm Cosplay, and yours truly, Juan Arouse, as we bring you the latest news in the world of the world of geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between. Working hard and staying strong to make your voice our mission. Join us as we go live every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content, become a Nader Flocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/The Ravens Flock, Twitter.com/TheRavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock.
Nice.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting live edition of our flagship show. Nerds watching all over the internet, we are the Ravens Flock, and we are